Pride is, you got a lot of pride. It's live, y'all.
Ain't no straight up. It's crazy. That's when you get in. Hey, why don't you set up?
Yeah, man, set it off. All right, brothers. All right, so Shalom. All right, before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Rawchaa, Qadash.
All right, double honors unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone who were well. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, so we're out here another week. All praise to Yahawah, Yahawashi to declare the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as Babylon the Great. All right, we're gonna speak prophecy today as we do every week. Okay, and we're gonna start off with 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter. Actually, matter of fact, we're gonna start with Isaiah 47. All right,
I got it.
Because what? Hey, our job out here is to wake up you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, number one, to seal the elect so this place can be destroyed. And we got to chant down the walls of this wicked-ass kingdom, man, Babylon the Great. We was ruled by Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man, okay? And the Lord's going to come back, and he's going to take this devil out of power and then put you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in this power seeking staff, man. Okay?
So Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1 says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
All right, so come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, so the dust represents confusion, man. This place is in a confused state, man. It's morally decrepit. It's also known as the valley of the shadow of death, man. So it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." Now it calls it the virgin daughter of Babylon because this place, excuse me, brother, because this is a place where of unwalled villages. This is a place that hasn't been internationally penetrated yet by another foreign country. Okay, so read on, bro. Read it again.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Right. Sit on the ground. There is no throne because what? This devil's in the power seat right now. It says in Ecclesiastes, the 10th chapter, in the 6th verse. All right, how I've seen servants upon horses, and the servants is representing Esau Edom, okay? But what he's upon the horses, meaning he's in the power seat, he's in the throne, okay? But this scripture is a prophecy of this devil's rulership being taken down. There is no throne no more, man. It's time to sit on the ground now, okay? Go ahead.
O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, because thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Why? Because what? It was known around the world that this place was, everybody in the world wanted to come here into America, all right? Because what? It was known as a street paved with gold. There was something out there called the American Dream, where people will come across from all these other countries and want to dwell here, man. That's why, it's called, this place shall be called tender and delicate, but it's not like that no more. Now people see what this place is already, is really about. They see the place is deteriorating. You see, everything is falling apart around here, man. Actually, people are leaving the country to go back to their own homelands, man. Okay?
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand.
Yep, the Lord was wroth with our people. Okay, why? Because we went against our laws, statutes, and commandments, and our Lord punished us for it, man. He took us down and he put our enemies above us, man. Read it again.
I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy.
Yep, thou didn't show us no mercy. Okay, because when give me Ezekiel the 35th chapter. Start at the first verse. You know, because what when we were given up to our heads, all right, our iniquities have been fulfilled. But what did you do? You furthered the persecution, man. Okay, you ruled over us grievously, man. You know, and you're gonna pay for that. Okay.
Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Yeah, set thy face against Mount Seir. Now did the Lord tell Ezekiel to go prophesy against a mountain? No, it's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, this is a prophecy against Edom. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, I got a precept for you. This is Genesis chapter 36.
Yeah, verse 8.
Verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
Yep, perfect point. Because you know that links all of them together. Esau, the individual, Edom, the nation of people, and Mount Seir. All right, it's all talking about the same thing. Okay.
Back at Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out thine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
All right, so the Lord is against you, Edomites. Okay, you know, yeah, He put you over His people at what? Because it's a punishment unto us. But what? You are the people of the Lord's curse, man. Okay, you're the people whom the Lord hath indignation forever, man. You read that in Malachi the 4th chapter, we might get that, you know, because what? You were set that, hey, that's your lot. You know, the scriptures in Romans the 9th chapter said, is there unrighteousness with the Most High? You know, the two being born, you know, and didn't sin. But what? The Lord loved Jacob and He hates Esau, man. You know?
Yeah, this is Baruch chapter 4, verse 4.
Right.
O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahawah are made known unto us. But be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahawah to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
That's right, because you moved Yahawah to wrath. All right, and it said further up in the script there, taking note of things that please the Lord. Can you read that again?
It says, be of good cheer, my people. Verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahawah are made known unto us.
And what pleases the Lord? Following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, and it's always been the objective of all the other heathen nations to keep Unicos, Latinos, and Native Americans away from your power by straying away from the law, statutes, commandments, and the traditions, you know, and the heritage. That's why you have today, you have Christianity that says, oh no, you don't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Those are the same people that are written in the book of the Maccabees, all right, you know, following the ways and the customs of the heathen, man. Trying to separate the. I was gonna say separating the Israelites from their power.
This is a quick precept. Amos chapter 3 verse 1.
Hey, throw out a fat though, brother.
Hear this word that the Lord Yahawah hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You see, and the Lord created all nations. A lot of people will make that argument. We're not arguing against that, you know. The Lord created all beings, but what? He chose himself a particular group and set of people, which are the Israelites, you know. So you only have I known out of all the families of the earth, okay? Therefore will the Lord punish Israelites, Unicos, Latinos, and Native Americans for your transgression. Okay, so here it is. Esau, that's why the scriptures say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Edom could go out there, get tattoos, commit homosexual acts, commit adultery, do all these things, take the RFID microchip. He could take 2 chips, he could take 12 chips. That's fine, but as soon as one people, Latinos, and Native Americans do, you're gonna get a heavy judgment for it, man.
Yeah, going back to the scripture which you brought out, emphasizing it. As the scripture says,
right.
Baruch 4 and 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahawah are made known unto us.
And because why? The Lord only have dealt with the families, the tribes of Israel, man. So he will make known his prophecies unto who? Unto the Israelites. And in particular, the elect, man. You know, just wanted to bring that up.
Hey, that's true. Hey, in the scriptures, what Psalms 147 and 18, where it says
hey, while the brother get that, also to make note is that the Lord never dealt with no other nation, man.
Right.
You know, the Lord said in Isaiah 40 and 15, he said what? The other nations are as nothing, man. So how can you be an Edomite and think that the Lord is dealing with you? How can you be an Ishmaelite and think that the Lord is dealing with you? When the God that governs the world that we live in, all right, this earth, in the palm of his hand, he's the God of the Israelites. He have chosen the Israelites.
So this is this is Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Right.
You know? So there you go. And this is why Christians say, oh, well, that's the Old Testament. He's done away with it. You know, whenever things like Edomites and Christians, you know, hear things that they don't like in the scriptures, they automatically dismiss it, man. They do away with the Old Testament, they do away with the Apocrypha, because what? These scriptures plainly tell you that the Lord is dealing only with the Israelites. You know? Hell, even the New Testament plainly tells you that the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites. You know, you read Romans the 9th chapter, man. How can, you know, with books in the scriptures like Romans the 9th chapter, how can anyone come up against us and say that the Lord is dealing with everybody, man? You know? It's ridiculous, but that's how you know, Esau is a devil. He's a cunning, crafty man who has a smooth tongue, so to speak, a forked tongue, all right, and is able to deliver, all right, smooth messages and deceive the hearts, the minds of the simple, man. You know, but we're out here to set the record straight and show you what the Bible speaks of, and the elect are gonna get it, and the rest are gonna be, you know, left to whatever judgment Yahawashi Yahawashi has for them.
Yeah, I got a quick reset. This is Romans, because they talk, you made mention about how they say, you know, hey, the scoffers always talking about the words, you know, the government churches, Christianity. They speak like, oh, that's the Old Testament. But no, it's not. Well, check what Paul said. It's written in Romans, which is according to the New Testament. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Spirit, that I have great heaviness and continued sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahawashi for my brethren, my kinsmen.
My brethren and my kinsmen. Okay, go ahead.
According to the flesh.
According to the flesh. All right, so that's, hey, so this ain't a spiritual thing, man. It's a spiritual thing, but what? Your seed and lineage. In order to be an Israelite, your seed and your lineage has to go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, here's a footnote. It says blood relations.
Blood.
Yeah.
Boom.
Verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the Most High, and the promises.
And the promises. You know what? You know what stands out to me? All of them stand out because what? They're all really good. But you know, and the service of the Most High. The Israelites are the only ones that can serve the Most High. You know, so when you read about the scriptures about anybody being a servant of the Lord, you're not sure what his nationality is. Well, he's an Israelite because the only people that can serve the Lord are the Israelites. That's what that scripture, man.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 53. Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment unto the earth, that before thee it shall bring forth beasts, cattle, and creepy things. And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people whom thou hast chosen. Okay? So what? Hey, everybody always says the same thing, man. Hey, the Lord created everybody. We all come from Adam. We all brothers. We agree with you. All right? Not about the brothers part, but we agree that we all came from Adam. Okay? But the Lord has a special, certain particular nation of people chosen for himself. Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter.
Yeah, I got a quick precept. Precept flying. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
There you go.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power.
Oh, by the way, the word holy means separate. Okay? So what the Israelites were separated from all the other nations. Okay, that's what holy means. All right?
It says, the Lord Yahawah thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people upon the face of the earth. All right. So what? And what really makes us all better than all the other nations upon the face of the earth? It was the commandments, the covenant given to us by the Heavenly Father. You know, that's what separates us from all the other nations. Sure, we could jump, sing, dance, do everything better than you. But what makes us truly great is these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And that's what. Hey, and although we know that we're not justified, you know, by doing the law and things like that, how much more so should we do the things that are pleasing unto the Lord? You know?
Yeah, these other nations are covetous of Israel. And that's why brother behind me had a scripture, I forgot who was reading, but he was basically talking about how when we had a fall, Esau came and took over and did all types of evil things unto us. Yeah, because they was covetous of the Israel. And guess what? We couldn't make ourselves to be the Lord's people. The Lord had to choose us. So I continue to read verse.
Hey, just to land back off of that, because it makes perfect sense, because when you think about it, right, like Esau knows that he's rejected of the Most High, and so do the other nations. They know that they're rejected as well. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gave them their own false gods, their land and things like that. So imagine if you know that somebody that's supposed to be there to love you rejects you, how you want to feel? You want to rebel against that and do all manner of whatever you want to do. This person don't give a fuck about me. Well, whatever. I'm gonna do this then. So that's how it is with Esau and the other nations compared to us. And like how you said, what makes us different, what makes us great, is because of the Lord says commandments, because that gives us morals, that give us character, that give us cleanliness, that give us everything that we supposed to have according to the laws and nature that the Most High set up. You know what I'm saying?
It makes us the holy, which you brought out. Holy means separate.
Right. Hey, and in that spirit too, we're going to bring out Ezra, the 4th chapter, where all those other nations tried to build with us. You know what I mean? We're going to get into that.
Hey, another thing too, that's why it's important for us to rehearse the righteous acts right now, man. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to? You know what I'm saying? How can the laws of the Most High be grievous? Nah, nigga, you just a wicked ass nigga. And the same way for the hoes, you a wicked ass bitch, man. You know? If you say that the laws of the Most High is grievous, oh man, I can't do that. Oh, I gotta go, you know, I gotta have my strength though. You know? You just a wicked ass person, man.
Yeah.
Oh, verse 7. Yep. It says, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because ye were more in number than any people,
Right.
for ye were the fewest of all peoples.
Right.
But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath, key word, oath, which he has sworn unto your fathers, have the Lord Yahawah brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Know therefore that the Lord, thou power, he is a power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love them, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations.
Commandments to 1,000 generations. Those that are with the oath, that keep up their end of the bargain of the oath, you know, as well, you know. And this is all going to happen again. There's nothing new under the sun. We're in a spiritual Egypt right now. You read that in Revelation, the 11th chapter, the 8th verse, man. You know, this is a spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. All right, and the same kind of deliverance, and the same deliverance is going to be made here as it's written in the days of old. You know.
Yeah, another quick precept I'll recite. The Lord said he changed not, he's Jacob consumed.
Jacob be consumed.
You know? So the Lord doesn't change. Just because we're in modern 2019 and Esau's ruling and he has technology doesn't make the Most High a different God. You know, homosexuality is on the rise. When did the Lord ever said that homosexuality was okay?
Right.
He said in his laws, all right, which is written in stone, you know, hey, he even made an example out of Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, if any other kingdom shall live ungodly, you know, this is an example, roughly paraphrasing, you know. So how can homosexuality be a good thing? The Most High never changed.
You know, when people read the Bible, you know, when people read the Bible, they're thinking about something that's like relevant to 2,000 years ago, 2,000 plus years ago. You know, the Bible is very relevant today. You know, not only do you have Proverbs and the Ecclesiastes and a lot of wisdom in the book to keep, you know, to keep your mind mind right and sound. Okay, you also have our history in there to let you know what's going to happen in the days to come, you know, because there's no new thing under the sun, you know, and there's also prophecies in here that have yet to come to pass, man. Right to this very day in 2019, there are prophecies in here that have yet to come to pass, all right?
Hey, I just say one thing, Salaki.
No, you good.
But the Lord knew that we were going to be living in this type of society from the past.
Yep.
And like you said, that's why the Lord gave us what prophecies. That's why we have to wait till the prophecy for fulfilled. You think the Lord didn't know that we were going to be bound again, be bondmen again, you know, be slaves, you know?
Yeah.
It's all written in the scriptures.
Right.
The Lord saw this. The prophets, when they had their visions and they spoke, they saw this. Yeah. You know, like the wills and the rattling.
That's the spirit. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Hosea, when he said that your harlots shall be your wife shall be a harlot in the streets. Hosea saw visions of men wives in that day being fucking hoes today, man.
Also too in Revelation 13 chapter 14, going in on the beast many miracles. He's talking about the technology. You've seen all the cars, you've seen the internet. The Lord created the internet.
Hey, another thing, if the Lord wouldn't be I'll say this. The Lord wouldn't be the Lord if he hadn't spoke about RFID chips. That's a question to ask. Is RFID chips in the Bible? You know? It is. It's the mark of the beast. And the Lord spoke about it.
I mean, the greatest kingdom here of America, the biggest kingdom in many years, the superpower of the entire world. You think that's not spoken about in the scriptures, man? You know, that's known as Babylon the Great. Go ahead, bro.
The second Ezra is chapter 14 and verse 3. Then said he unto me, in the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses and talk with him when my people served in Egypt. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the Mount Sinai, which I held him by me a long season, and told him many wondrous things, and shewed him the secrets of the times and the end. According to what Rocky was saying. And commanded him, saying, these words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide.
Hey man, these words shall I declare. Hey, the Lord showed Moses the vision. Showed John the Revelator. John the Revelator actually saw tattooed Edomites with big beards and all this stuff injecting people with syringes and microchips, man. He saw this. Alright? He also saw the thermonuclear missiles. Okay, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles. He saw these things. He saw an actual warhead with USSR on the side of it, shooting out of the ground with a great big spark and a blast of fire, all right, and shooting up in the air, man, all right, and landing on America. He saw these things, you know. But what could he do? All he could do was explain it the best way that they possibly could, you know. John the Revelator didn't know what an ICBM nuclear missile was. So what could he do? All he could do was describe it as a sword or like some kind of horse or something like that. And when it shot up in the air, it had a tail of a snake. That was the cloud path, you know, from the jet propulsion of shooting the missile in the air, man. You know, the Lord revealed these visions unto his servants.
Amen.
Hey, he saw Jacob's trouble, man.
Right.
You know, he probably saw them brawling in supermarkets over food. He probably saw Mike Brown get shot down in the streets, man. All these niggas are shot in the street. Yeah. That's why he said, woe is me, man. Who shall send me in those days, man?
Right.
Hey, I was going to just add, you know, how we come out here and speak, this is how the prophet's seen the vision, man. You know, because like, for example, I might say something, this brother might think of a scripture. This brother might say something, I might think of a scripture. You know what I'm saying? That's how the scriptures roll, man. That's why the scriptures say in the New Testament as it was written. You know, because now you have understanding on certain things based on what prophets have said of old, man. You know, it's like the apostle always says, like a big puzzle, man. You know, this brother might have a portion of the puzzle, this brother might have a portion, then when we get together, you know, we put the puzzle together.
That's right. You got Esau trying to take pieces of the puzzle out, the Apocrypha, man.
Yeah, another thing too, you know, since you know, we're in that season, you know, Esau is making a lot of headlines about the chariots, about the chariots of Yahawah, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs. That was back then. And we have an account, even with Zechariah, he saw it, you know. It says, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1, then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Meaning that these chariots are actually going to be involved in the destruction of Babylon the Great. You know, that's also read about in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay, you know, and these are the things. Yeah, done. And these are the things that we're saying. As the brother was saying, that Esau is headlining in the news, and now they're saying they wish they never said they never brought it out. Right. You know, but it's too late now. The cat's out. The proverbial cat is out of the bag. Okay, you can't unseen the things that have been seen by the masses of the people, man.
Man, the angels are showing themselves here because we're in that time of the end of Esau. So what is Esau going to do? You know, what can he tell you what you just saw? You know, he's going to tell you that there are aliens in there or some other creatures from another different planet. Well, we know what they are according to the Bible. Through our faith, they're the angels that ride in those vehicles, man. Hey, that bad video that was going, the brothers had in Israel going viral, was the one with the chariot. You know, the Arabs was trying to shoot down the chariot, man. And the chariot was just playing, because how can you shoot a spirit?
That's right.
You know? It says, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. And I must say, it's another thing too, that the Lord allowed them chariots to keep swinging low like they are and doing their marvelous works in the heavens, because that frightens, that terrifies Esau. That reminds Esau that you're not in charge.
Right.
Every time they look up and they see it, hey, they're amazed, but they're terrified, man, because they're so afraid that they're going to come and take over their world, man. And they are.
Jeremiah 10:2 says, thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. What are the signs of the chariots? And hey, talking of going in on the curse that comes upon all the earth, man, they were over there in Iran, when they saw that chariot over there, they were gunning at that thing.
Yeah, man.
They were shooting everything they had, and it was just one chariot. What's the scripture say, that there's thousands and tens of thousands, you know, the Lord's angels out there? How you gonna shoot? You can't even shoot down one of them things. That thing was playing, zipping and dodging. It was like a ballet, man. It was like a ballet, man, or a ballerina.
Esau was so wise, he will realize that the Most High is not on our dimension now. You know, even though he can manifest himself or manifest his chariots as angels, they're not in our dimension. Everything is slowed down. Everything is slowed down compared to them. So how can you hit it? That's like Quicksilver.
I haven't finished that documentary, so we brought that up. So yeah, because like Esau knows all this stuff. That's why he's do the superhero movies. But he's that foolish enough to still go against the spiritual entity. Like, what type of sense would that make? If you know you can't fuck with something, why would you fuck with it? You know what I mean? It's like a midget fucking with somebody that's 6, 7 feet tall, man. Come on, man.
Hey, that's why we need to believe, in my little personal opinion, that's why Esau was in a race to chip everybody. Because he really know chip. The Lord wanted something. You know? Like he has a fighter's chance. He don't have a fighter's chance. Because the Lord has sealed the elect with the Son. And the Lord will start us over with those seeds, man. With those rightfully great. Those great people.
And that's Esau's way of thinking that the playing field will be level if he snatch those souls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got something that I was in on that.
I'll finish it up. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and every one that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of them that swear falsely by my name. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof.
I got some. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13. It says, behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind.
Hey, BaHaSham, it's like that. I just want to read 2 more verses.
I saw that.
Because it really tells you in detail what you're actually seeing. You know, because when we see a chariot, most of the time, you know, you see it up there closer, flickering, you know, with different colors. It's here in the scriptures. It describes of what we actually see, you know. It says, verse 5, then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thy eyes and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephod that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. You know? Now, you can look up the word ephod.
Right, I was on my way.
But, you know, what is the ephod? It's a stone, right? If I'm not mistaken. And it has well, you basically, when you look at a stone, it has a glitter, light to it. You know? Yeah, look it up, box. Lock it. Because it's describing the chariot, man. And the chariot, when you look at some, if I may say, if you look at a certain stone, it had, and the sun hits it, it has a certain light to it. You know, that same like a chariot light. You know.
I give him some advice.
Zechariah 5:6. All right.
All right, so ephod, ephod, okay, yep, ephod, ayapa, a dry measure of quantity equal to 3 cents, 10 omers, the same as the liquid measure bath, about 9 imperial gallons. Rabbinical writings give sizes of 1/2 of this amount. A receptacle for measuring or holding that amount. A Strong's definition of Egyptian.
Read that verse again.
It says, and I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephod that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth.
Yeah, because pretty much like
It's a lot.
they recognize like ephod was something used to measure, and then you know what I'm saying, you can look at it towards like a priestly garments, apparel. So pretty much like within this verse, it's like it going across the earth, like this is how you're going to measure, you know what I'm saying, like the earth by. Read one more time.
It says, and I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephod that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth.
Yeah, so this is the resemblance of the chariots, and this is the measure of which the world is going to be held by, the chariots. You know what I'm saying? When the chariots come to destroy the earth. This is the measuring stick that the Lord is going to use to come at Esau with, man.
Yeah, in my footnotes it says a measuring container.
Yeah, that's what it generally is.
So you know, the correction right there. That's why it's good to look up stuff, man. You know? But it's describing, the moral of the point is it's describing the chariot, man. And we see it all the time, man, for the brothers that's in the know.
And then for the fact Ezekiel 1, that's the best. That's like a movie right there, man. I still wish that I remember I had got the first parts of the breakdown from Apostle Bar, then they took it down.
The same thing.
But this is Ezekiel 1, and I start from the top. Ezekiel 1:1. Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river Kabar, that the heavens were open, and I saw visions of the Most High. So, you know, Most High showed the vision clearly unto Ezekiel while he was in the Babylonian captivity, right? says, in the 5th day of the month, which is the 5th year of King Joachim's captivity, the word of the Lord came especially unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Kabar, and the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of it the mist of fire. So what it said, what a cloud, and you see, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if, oh yeah, you can't turn it, but you know what I'm saying, you can pick it up and swing the camera. I mean, like, and then you can look on the internet too, and you can see way more images of clouds looking just like chariots, man. You know what I'm saying? And they look exactly like clouds, and some of them be red looking in all types of shapes and different things like that. And they clearly look, that looks exactly like a cloud, because that's how the chariots can disguise themselves, man. They could appear themselves to be anything within the heavens, man, because they can make the form of it look different. Because the chariots, they can materialize and dematerialize, and they can take shapes and forms of things. If angels can already come in a form of a man, how much more you think they could change the image of the vehicle in which they travel in if they can walk in the form of a man and they're a spiritual entity? You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way with the chariots, man. You know, and like how brothers always, you know, go back to, you know, early on when we first seen the chariots like up close, and it was low and it was looking just the color of amber. You know what I'm saying? And then I always remember it to this day, because that was like one of the biggest faith losers early on in the truth. And we said it was like, what, 3 or 4 of us, well, me, you, and Sop, right? Me, you, and Sop. And we saw like 6 of them. They was moving in formation. They was moving slow. They was hovering low too, to where we could see the whole brightness around the chariot, like up close. It was like 2, 2, and 2, and they was just moving like, just, you know, like somebody just be cruising slowly down the street. That's how the chariot, it wasn't moving fast, it was moving slow. And you can see the whole, and niggas across the street like, oh, it's the aliens, it's the aliens. Now, why would they say that? Because they could clearly see it too. And it was the color of, and you couldn't see, you could see like it was just a circular looking orb, but you couldn't see like any details of it. All you saw was the bright amber color, but you couldn't see no details of the chariot itself. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I done lost this shit. Getting so excited talking.
I know it's exciting topic.
yeah. Slocky. Yeah, going back to verse 5, it says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. Matter of fact, somebody could grab it for me and read it, please. Ezekiel 1 and 5.
All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5. It says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
So it's clearly telling you how the angels look, all right? The 4 living creatures had what? The likeness of a man. They had?
And every one had 4 faces.
And every one of them had 4 faces. The 4 faces represent something, all right? So go ahead.
And every one had 4 wings.
So literally they had 4 wings. Each of them had 4 wings. Go ahead. And where do you think Esau, when they make the angels and stuff, and they having multiple sets of wings from? They clearly get it from the scriptures. How else would they know how to describe the angels, man? You know, go ahead.
And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of calf's foot.
So what? They had the likeness of a man, but the sole of their feet was different from the average man. It was like the sole of a calf foot. Go ahead.
Right. And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
And they sparkle like the color of burnished brass. So clearly, what color are the angels, man?
Yeah, right.
we like burnished brass, right?
Right.
Clearly, the angels are so-called black. Go ahead.
And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went. They went every one straight forward.
So they went every one straight forward. Go ahead.
Verse 10, as for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion. On the right,
the face of what? The man. Oh, Slocky, when it said correction, when it said like the 4 sets, like each of them just had a set of wings. They had the likeness of a man, but the man, according to what Ecclesiastes 8:8, man's wisdom causes his face to shine. So the the face of a man represents the wisdom. And what was the next face?
In the face of a lion.
Yeah, in the face of a lion, which represents what? That courage, that bravery. You know what I'm saying? What it says, grab Micah 5 and 8 for me real quick just to show the representation, you know what I'm saying, of the courage and the bravery, man. You know? So it's all in representation of what the angels embody. And they didn't embody anything of a baby in diapers, man. You know? The scriptures talk about the angels are mighty in strength, man. The Lord's are mighty ones, man. You got that, Con?
Micah 5 and 8, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who if he go through, both tread down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver.
Right, so just like how a lion will wreck shop on shit, that's what the angels will do, man. That's what they there for. The Lord said that life and death belong, life and the issues of death belong unto him. So who carries out those issues, man? When you got a mob boss or something, do he go and put in the work? No, he's sending out the hitman to go do the shit. So who is the Lord's hitman? The angels, man. You got angels appointed for every different purpose under the sun. You got angels that give life, angels that's the death angels, man. That come and put people literally to death. Period. Somebody get hit by a bus, it was the angel that caused that person to be hit by a bus. 2 cars smack up right now, it was the angel that caused that to happen, man. Clearly.
Hey, just real quick, not to go off subject, brother in the spirit, but I'm still stuck on E5.
Oh, okay.
Because I messed it up, but you know, it's all looking up things, getting corrected, right? Now, E5, E-P-H-A-H, and this brother put on notice E5, which is, what is
Oh, you say E5, I think you said E5.
Yeah, E5.
Okay.
And then the other one is E5.
Yeah.
E-P-H-O-D. The E-P-H-O-D, E5 is like what the priest wore as a stone.
Yeah.
Here in Zechariah, it's saying E-P-H-A-H. E5.
Yeah, that was the measure.
Right, that's the measure. So now I'm trying to keep digging, you know, you gotta.
Yeah.
But this is Webster Dictionary. E5, it says an ancient Hebrew unit of dry measure equal to 1/10 homer or a little over a bushel. Then it says first known use of E5, 1611, in the meaning defined above. You know, going into the chariot scripture of Zechariah, the 5th chapter. You know, so I just wanted to.
Hey, you gotta bring that out. Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
And that's stuff. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure what he was saying. That's why I'm broken down both ways.
All right, so back in Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 10, as for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle.
And the face of the ox, I believe it's Proverbs 14 and 4, if I'm not mistaken. Because the ox what represents what? Strength. Okay, that's what the ox represents. This is Proverbs 14 and 4. Where no oxen are, the crib is clean. But much increase is by the strength of an ox. So the ox represents strength. You know what I'm saying? And then what was the last face?
Block here. The face of an eagle.
Yeah, the face of an eagle. We know what in Deuteronomy said what, and shall face a fierce nation that should come against thee and swoop as an eagle. So that shows you the speed of the angels. So the 4 faces of the angels represented what? The man, which represents the wisdom, the lion, the courage, the ox, the strength, and then the eagle, the swiftness, how fast they move. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the angels embody, man. So the angels do it, how Apostle Bar said when his lesson, when he did, he said, the Lord do things dramatically, you know, so that you can clearly get the picture. So if you see something like that, you know what I'm saying, not knowing what it represents, you damn well be scared of that, you know what I'm saying? Period, man. You know?
Oh, quick precept on that. Jeremiah 4 and 13, behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariots shall be as a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled.
The chariots themselves and the angels themselves. Hence, how brother said, like silver and all of that, man. And how time dilation, because they're in a different time frame than we're in, man. That's why it says in the scriptures, a day to the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day. This shit is like, it takes forever for us, but this shit moving slow motion for the Lord, for real. We like how you literally watch something in slow motion and be like,
Hey, even the Lord said, I'm from above, you're from beneath.
Yeah.
Hey, Most High said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither my ways your ways. He said, Lord, I come quickly.
yeah.
I got an account real quick about the angels and the might and their strength on the commandment of Yahawah. Now this is when David tried to number the children of Israel, okay, and he sinned against the Lord. And that was a no-no, right? So now he had to choose whether it would be a famine, right, or whether it be would you flee
from your enemies,
or whether it be a pestilence. So he chose what the pestilence, right? So it says. So Yahawah sent the pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahawah repented from the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Stay now thy hand. And the angel of Yahawah was by the threshing hole of Arthur and Jebusite, the Jebusite. You know, but the point is that over the commandment of Yahawah, he sent out that angel, man, to destroy 70,000 men in an instant, man. You know, it shows you the mighty men that's on the command of the voice of Yahawah, man.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 7, it says, thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. Two wings of every one were joined one to another, and two covered their bodies. And they went every one straight forward, whither the Spirit was to go, they went, and they turned not when they went.
Right, so how the angels move, they hover. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, like, where the Spirit was to go, they went, and they didn't have to turn to move. That's why Esau they show old shows with like ghosts and shit like that, and they show him like, ooh, and he's like it's floating and shit, but that's how the angels move. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's how the chariots move.
Yeah.
The chariots, they could go in one direction and then shoot off in the same speed in another direction.
I believe like the Navy generals when they came out with the test of the spottings of the chariots, it was like they was doing these maneuvers which is humanly physically impossible, you know, because you look at the greatest fighter jet that Esau got right now is the F-35. It's the new fighter jet that they got, and even those with all the technology that they do, they still have to arc and turn and do like a specific set way to do a turn. These angels could stop on a dime, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, but real quick, but even when you talk about the F-35, which has been compromised, the S-400 of the defense missile system that Russia has, and that India's asking for, that Turkey's asking for. Okay, so we know that's like nothing. But when you see the chariot going, that one when it just showed it's just cruising. It's just cruising. It's cruising, you know. You know, hey man, but like I said though, we know that so-called Esau's law of physics, it defies whatever his so-called law of physics is, or whatever his equation that he comes up with. Esau just makes up shit along the way. So he has his so-called law of physics. No, it's just the limitation of what our power has given you, man.
And it shows the Lord has puts power into his chariots, because here it is, it's supposed to be within the gravities of this earth. The ground itself. Gravity pulls you down, and the chariots move in this place as they will, and they do the same out there where there's no gravity. You see what I'm saying? At the same pace. That shows you the power.
And when you look at the comment board, the Edomites that are talking about that same story about the chariots, though, they're saying no way it's defying the law of physics. They're trying to fight against their philosophy and the limitations that were given unto them, man. It's far beyond their understanding, man.
And this is why also I hope these Edomites listen in. Whenever you're dealing with science, they teach them false science, and they teach them a foundation of it, to where now they try to, when they do discover or they find out certain things, they kind of line it up to their false science, like telling you that the world is 1 billion, million, trillion years old. People, we evolved from fishes to monkeys and all this, and now we this. That's bullshit. It's lies. And then when they find a fossil of a dinosaur, they'll say, well, damn, the dinosaurs, this dinosaur fossil tissue only goes back 3,000, 4,000 years ago.
Okay.
How? Wow, it's so fresh. But the dinosaurs are here millions. That's some bullshit, man.
Right.
Right.
And too, like with the as far as like how the angels moving and stuff, like I don't know if brothers ever seen the movie. It's on Netflix right now called John Carter. Y'all ever seen that?
Oh no.
And it's about like some kind of like time travel a little bit, like by accident. You know what I'm saying? By these like so-called jinns, and he went from Earth to Mars, and he didn't know. Then when he got there, they called Mars BaHaSham, and they were showing him the planets, and they called Earth Jasum or whatever. So when he went to Mars mistakenly and not knowing where the hell he was at, and he was able to like just jump and leap and just do great shit. Yeah. So everybody thought him to be like some kind of god, and they was like worshiping him and thinking that they're going to help him fight off all the other people. Yeah. But so now if you see it like that, right? Now, say for instance with the angels and where they at in the spirit realm, they all can do the same similar thing. But if you go to another dimension and people looking at you like, how can you do that? It's like it's something brand new to you, so you're gonna be in shock by this shit. You know what I'm saying?
They kind of probably stupid. I don't know, but that's it.
So what?
That's the spirit. It's right out of my head, man. I was thinking about Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
go
yeah.
to the spirit realm, lift up, get stronger, they come out of Earth, be super strong.
Yeah. It's like because the different dimensions, and like how brothers get into the gravitational pull and all of that anyway. And plus that shit don't even affect the angels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're thinking about it too, Earth was made for us, the terrain. We were made from the dust, so the Earth was made for us. There's a gravity thing. There's a belt that behind, like in the glass. So therefore, other planets like the Moon, Venus, those not inhabitable places. They don't have a belt in gravity. That's just sitting in space. That's just sitting out there, man. That's like the Lord little stones. Because he said Earth is his, footstool and heaven is his throne. So them other different planets, they do have a meaning. You don't know why, but
And up until recently, though, Esau Edom, he just realized that Pluto is not really a planet. Remember that? Yeah. So for years, he had things with a planet. So now he said, oh no, it's not a planet. You see? But he actually sees beyond that, though, man. Yeah. But all you can do is window shop, man. Yeah. You can crave for you to reach these places, man. You can't get past first base, man. You can't get past first base, man. They say the Lord's dwelling is stretches it out like a curtain. Roughly paraphrasing, man.
I got it. It's a little meat, but this is Second Kings chapter 6, and I start at 11. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dorthan. Therefore sent he thinner horses and chariots and great hosts, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, at last, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha.
Damn.
So that just shows you it's really more of us than it is of them.
That's right, man.
When you count the Lord's angels with the elect of Israel, man, it's more of us than it is you, Esau.
Hey, that's why Yahawashi. That's why Yahawashi said he could send 12 legion of angels, man. You know, and real quick, Psalms 34:7, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just laying backing off of that point right there. And then with that one, that just shows you that, you know, that the Lord got that scab over our eyes so we can't see the angels and stuff that's around us. And then all the spirits and stuff, because that shouldn't be too much for us. You know, you bug the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cherry, you might be like,
yeah, like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? It's too much. But just imagine how the prophets of Lord, Ezekiel and them, they already was when they seen one vision of the Lord. Imagine us just being able to see every spirit going around here. That's why a lot of them people go fucking lunatic and go crazy and shit, because the Lord allowed them to see, some of them to see spirits and shit, man. That shit bug you the fuck out. I remember Apostle Tahar mentioned that too.
Yeah,
that one guy back in the day, he wanted to see like a spirit or some shit. And then, hey, the Lord granted him that shit, and he was bugged the fuck out like ever since, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
apparitions.
Yeah, apparitions and shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They call it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see none of that, man. I'm good.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Edris, I was trying to find it real quick, but Edris, you know, when he was fasting and he saw them visions, after the vision, he was throwing up, man. He was sick, man. You know?
Shit too much for us to bear.
We got something. This is Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels, and the Lord is among them. And in Sinai is his holy place, in his holy place. So, you know, hey, man, you know, and when you go into the other translations of the scriptures, you know, it says Lord of Armies. It just plainly says it, the Lord of Armies. It doesn't say the Lord of Hosts. Instead of saying the Lord of Hosts, it says the Lord of Armies.
Yeah, in the Hebrew it's Yahawah Tazabah is the armies.
Quoted the scripture, I'm gonna read it real quick. It's St. Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. Then said Yahawashi to him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father legions of angels? But how then shall the scripture be fulfilled that thus it must be? Okay? You know, so hey, like the brother said, there's more of us than there are of them. You know, plenty of angels out there ready, all right, to have our backs out there, man.
Yeah, you read the story with donkeys that talk. You know, and they said they ate with the sword. Yeah, take his head off. Yeah.
I got an account. This is in Second Maccabees chapter 11 and verse 5. So he came to Judea and drew near to Bethsur. Actually, I'm gonna start at 6. Now when they that were with Maccabeus heard that he besieged the holds, they and all the people with lamentation and tears besought the Lord that he would send a good angel to deliver Israel. You know, and the Lord, just like it was back then, the Lord is going to, you know, he's going to send angels to help brothers out in those days, man. You know, and these trying times. Then Maccabeus himself, first of all, took weapons, exhorting the others that they would jeopard themselves together with him to help their brethren. So they went forth together with a willing mind. And as they were at Jerusalem, there appeared before them on horseback one in white clothing, shaking his armor of gold. You know, so an angel actually appeared to help them fight against I believe these were it was Lysias. I believe it was the Greeks at this time. Then they praised the merciful God all together and took heart, and so much that they were ready not only to fight with men, but with most cruel beasts, and to pierce through walls of iron. Thus they marched forward in their armor, having an helper from heaven, for the Lord was merciful unto them. You know, and BaHaSham Yahawashi, he's showing that he's merciful to us, man. That's that power. You know, Esau, he got power over his flesh, man. You know, but the Most High is going to show he got power over the spirit, man. You know.
Yeah,
Or it says, fear not him who can kill the body, but fear him that can destroy the body and spirit.
And the main reason, real quick, and the main reason why Edom has power over the flesh is because he instills fear, man.
Right.
You know, fear is his strength, man.
Right.
You know, and then when the people are conditioned to fear, you know, it strengthens him, man.
Right.
You know, and this is what now he's trying to come into this time now of instilling fear. You know? Mass shootings and red false flags. You know,
the domestic terrorists.
Yeah.
Domestic terrorists now.
yeah. The sense of fear is his strength, man. He's a carnal man.
Ain't nobody blowing up shit but Esau.
Right.
At the end of the day, that's him. Staging little groups, paying them, you know, to do what they do just so he can control the people like the rest. You know, Esau's the devil.
Esau is the #1 terrorist, man. That's the very definition of terrorist, like the brother just said, is one who spreads fear. You know? That's what a terrorist is, a fear monger. Yeah. You know?
It's a little more than this. It says, thus they marched forward in their armor, having an helper from heaven, for the Lord was merciful unto them. All right? And these are the ones that had faith all the way into the end, man. Even when the odds were stacked up against them. And giving a charge upon their enemies like lions, they slew 11,000 footmen and 1,600 horsemen, and put all the others to flight. Many of them also, being wounded, escaped naked, and Lysias himself fled away shamefully, and so escaped. Who, as he was a man of understanding, casting with himself what loss he had had, and considering that the Hebrews could not be overcome, because the Almighty power helped them, he sent unto them. You know, so the angels gonna come down and help us out, man.
A quick precept behind that. Isaiah chapter 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahawah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standing against him.
Go back to the terrorist point too. That made me think of I was watching the Definite Survivor. That shit dope. You know what I'm saying? That shit dope. And so on Netflix, the brother put us on and shit, man. The motherfuckers like just really trying to make it seem like fucking whatever the fucking Arab motherfuckers' names is, trying to set them up. You know what I'm saying? To take the blame for it and shit like that when they doing this shit internally. You got people inside of the White House that help build this shit up and all that type of shit. That whole shit crazy, man. And then too, like terrorists on another level, like I said, well, terrorists basically one who spreads fear. You know, cause I was watching like documentaries and shit like on Netflix about like the war on drugs and all that type of shit. And then they was getting into Freeway Rick Ross and how they use him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the main guy that was over him, Danilo Blandone or whatever, he had ties in with the government, and then they was tied in with Oliver North and all of that, and how they was supplying, you know what I'm saying, other countries with weapons in exchange for drugs and doing all this type of stuff and dumping all of this shit in the ghettos, man. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't care. They said, oh yeah, feed it to niggas. They kill themselves and then we'll still make money off it. We can incarcerate them, so on and so forth, man. And they spread the terror throughout America, making it think like, oh, the crack epidemic, or these blacks, these predators, so on and so forth, man. That's terrorism, man. That's terrorism, man. You know, putting false fear within the people when it's actually coming from you, spreading that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they was breaking it down in the video, like, well, you know, you gotta start thinking after a while, like, well, and because one guy, he was like, I was in the military myself, and we had, you know, ARs, rocket launchers and stuff. And now I started seeing this stuff on the streets, and you gotta imagine, like, where did this stuff come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That agent, Alex Jones, you know, when he did a video, you know, he spoke truth, but he also spoke lies. That's how they do it,
Right.
you know. And he caught him. The one time he was telling the truth. He had showed the video clip. I forgot what Arabs it was over there, but they showed the clip where it was is it ISIS? It was one of them terrorist groups, I believe ISIS. They were getting cargo from off the helicopter. The helicopter was dropping them their guns and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? So government was funding ISIS. It was caught red-handed, you know?
I believe the military vehicles that they were driving around were
Yeah.
they were like Toyotas.
Yeah, Toyota trucks.
They were Toyota trucks from America. You know,
Like what you said, you start to think, how the hell they get this shit? This is America.
Exactly. In the average Edomite's mind, they don't think that deep. Oh yeah, they just killing each other and blah blah blah. Like, you stupid for not thinking about the source of where this shit comes from.
Yeah.
Like, we literally go, do we own any fucking manufacturing companies?
Right.
What the fuck do we own that we could get shit like this? Oh, we must be making this shit in our fucking backyard, right? We got the artillery and, you know what I mean? Yeah, underground, the technology, we making this shit on our own, right? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Right. And it all goes to the elephant in the room, man. Esau Edom, man, because like I said, you know, his blessing is the sword, man. And the only contribution that you have contributed to this earth is weapons of mass destruction, man. Right. That's it, man. That's your blessing, man. Okay. All these other inventions, though, Jakes, we made it, man. The people on that sign, man, is the ones that made these inventions. And anything that goes with daily the survival of daily life, though, is our people made it, man. Right. We're the greatest people on earth. Even in our lowest state, we can show you that, man. Okay, show me an Edomite version of LeBron James. Right. Okay, show me an Edomite version of what's his name? The best UFC fighter, man.
John Jones.
Come on, man.
Michael Jackson.
You know, show me the Edomite version of. Hey, show me an Ishmaelite version. Show me an Ishmaelite version of Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know, even in our lowest estate, man, we better than you, man. You know, this is why they have to still be do devious things. You know, slavery, they gotta create redlining, they gotta do different things to try to create pits and falls for us, to try to keep us down, man. You know, just like how we was able to rise up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, what did they do? Destroy you. You see? You know? Right? If you leave us alone, we would be able to get up on our own feet, though. But you create the narrative to where we can't do nothing on our own, man. Right. And our people really believe that, man. Because we're telling them that salvation's for you. They worried about their goddamn oppressor, man. What about wait a minute? We go, you know, like you don't know where to go.
Hey, these niggas, these women and these men, they would never leave you. So you can have them. Right. You can have them because they ain't going nowhere. Right. They off the leash. They out and about. When you call, they gonna come right home. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So you can have them, man. Chip them. Chip them. Chip these motherfuckers already, man.
That's why the Lord is calling for a remnant, man. These other people are too far gone, man. These people are just fuel for the fire, man. They're just fuel for the fire, man. Because they're not going to be able to get it. They can't get it, man. You know, they're so consumed in chasing that white picket fence, man.
Hey, the Lord
you know,
don't want
that the Lord don't want them, man. The Lord don't want them, man. They just striving for hope, man. You know, and without even Christianity is poison, man. Because why? Because you give Esau Edom a pass. You leave that door open, right? To where it's like, you know, when you read scriptures like turn the other cheek, they think it's applying to their oppressor, man. You know? But really, it's really dealing with your own people, man. You gotta get yourself in order, man, before you can't even save your damn self, man. You're trying to save somebody, another nation, man. You can't even save your damn self, man. You know?
Yeah, Jake then became a docile and passive. That's why the scriptures say he is a couch lion or whatever, he shall rouse him up. You know what I'm saying? And that's Yahawashi, man. Because other than that, these niggas ain't gonna do it on their own. They gotta see something much greater than themselves or much greater than Esau for them to want to do something. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
And real quick, Slocky, but our people look at Esau Edom as the Most High, man. You know, whatever wickedness that Esau Edom wants to bring out and go totally adverse to the scriptures, though, our people totally consent into it, man. You know, okay, with this homosexuality thing that's going on, okay, our people, the image, man, the image is subconsciously destroying our people, man. You know, because you continue to give your oppressor a pass, man. You know, and you can't perceive the elephant in the room, man. You know.
Esau is giving out money for you to be a mumble rapper. Esau's giving out, he's giving you crumbs so that you can defile your own flesh, man. You know, and not reason and repent and come back into your power, man. They ain't going nowhere. I was telling you,
Hey.
I'm stressing that because yo, all through the week, I'll be fighting. Yo, I'll be these niggas are fucking gone, man.
Yeah.
They are gone and the Lord don't want them. You can have them.
Yeah.
Just chip them. What are you waiting on? Chip these niggas, man. Chip them.
Chip them.
Yeah. Because yo, listen, the Lord don't want these niggas, man. He don't want none of them, man. The Most High said it's gonna be more of them that die than those that be delivered, man.
Yeah.
And these are the same people. They don't want no other king but Caesar, man. The scriptures talk about that, man. How they give up Yahawashi, man. You know, okay? They went and they run into Caesar, man, talking about Yahawashi, man. Yahawah's talking about he was sent forth, man, to deliver his people, man. You know, okay? Like I said, the Lord never died for a nation that oppresses people, man. You know, that's common sense, man. You know, you gotta look at who, what, why, where, and how, man. Look at the situation when Yahawashi was born, man. Why did Herod slay all the children 2 years and under for, man? You know, okay? Christian church don't talk about that, man. What was the opposing force with our Savior being born, man? What was the opposing force, man? The Romans, man. Edomites, man. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta create that similitude when you read the scriptures, man, and put yourself in that era and just see the whole thing play out, man. You know, what was the opposing force at that time, man? Why did Herod do what he did, man? You know, okay? Why was he in terrible fear when he found out that our Lord and Savior was born, man? Why, man? People don't think about that, man. You know, that's why you people are spiritually illiterate, man.
Yo, matter of fact, why did the Apostle Paul say to King Agrippa when he said those soothing words? Why? Because what? He was in handcuffs, man. You know, here it is. You in the middle of a court system. You in the court system. You got the work to do, right? You got to still spread the gospel. You got to make sure the churches are right. Here it is. You're in Roman persecution, in handcuffs, shackles. You know, what are you going to do? You're in front of the king. What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to be destroyed. The Lord's going to kill you and do this and that. No. You know, he had wisdom, man. But what? Christians will use that scripture to be like, oh, all Edomites can be.
Well, that was Malone that was doing that, though.
Yeah.
But that, even with that scenario, that's even far beyond understanding, though. If you people want to, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. You so-called Christians want to solve, you so-called Christians want to solve badly, want to quote Paul in his writings, okay? What was the opposing force against Paul, man? Why was Paul arrested, man? Okay? Why was he put in situations that the Lord had to deliver him, man? Why was he that? But you want to quote Paul. What was the opposing force, man? Right. You're not even recognizing the opposing force of what Paul's ministry was about, man. Right. You know, you earn not knowing the scriptures, man. You earn not knowing the scriptures.
But they, like the brother say, you know, they're not going nowhere, man. From Esau, and Yahawashi said it best, man, that they are of their father the devil, man. Esau, the so-called white man. The so-called white man is literally their daddy. That's why we over here and they over there, man. That's why they always completely pass by. Because their father is Esau, man. They love Esau, the so-called white man's ways, man. Do as thou wilt, and these women forget about it, man. They love to dress like whores and sluts, man. And that's what Esau promotes, and they with the shits, man.
Yeah, real quick. And that's why, you know, I had brought that out because it said what? And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, because he has to be revealed, man. Right. But going into verse 4, that shows you why Jake is so brainwashed into not seeing who the son of perdition is, man. Because what? Because it said what? Who opposes him and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship. Because when you think of who is to be worshipped or who is to be exalted, you automatically think of Esau because he's on top of the society. You know what I'm saying? And then it says what? So that he, as the Most High, as a power, sits in the temple of the Most High. What does he sit? What in your temple? What in your mind? Because when you think about success, when you think about good living, you think about how life should be, all your motto is a white man, man. A so-called white man. That's all you have to look up to, man.
Not to cut you off, but think about this. Why is it, for an hypothetical example, you at the job, or you at a bus stop, whatever, you at the gym, in a locker room. Why is it that every time an Edomite come around, amongst Jake, and he's the only Edomite, why is it that your spirit automatically goes in a certain way? You either gonna become a house nigga quick to please them, to make them feel like they ain't, you know, comfortable.
Yep.
Or you're gonna change up the way you speak. If he say something to you, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on, bro? Like, you start trying to talk like them. You're trying to please them so that they can look at you and you can be accepted of them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm tired of that fucking spirit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's what
I'm
they want.
tired of that shit, man. And that's like that thing what you just said. It's because Esau is on top. So when you talking to these fucking niggas and these hoes out here, they listen to everything that's supposedly on top. That got money. You ain't got money, they don't want to, they're not taking no advice. They don't want to hear nothing. You know? That shit pisses me off. And I'm telling you, everybody went through it. Every Israelite, so-called Negro, West Indian, Asian, Hispanic, Native Seminole Indian, man. Wherever you at, everywhere you feel like that, come around, you change up. And you ever sat on the side, or here it is, an Edomite come in. This happened before, that's why I'm bringing it up. Recently at the gym. Here it is, Edomite in there, you know, he's extra friendly because he see nothing but Jake around, so he wants to, you know, fit in, feel, you know, normal. And then you sit there on the side, I'm changing, put my shit on and shit, and then I'm like, who the first one gonna say something to this nigga? Because I see the Edomite looking around, looking for somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me, I went, because if you make eye contact, they gonna go,
Exactly.
hey,
I got one. I got
yeah.
one.
And I'm like, nah, you're not doing that with me. And here it is. Older Jake, house nigga, man. What's going on? Yeah, everything fine. Yeah, let me show you. This. I'm like, yo, you do that for Esau, but you won't do that for Jake. Now, if Jake come around, you still normal. You're gonna talk the way you talk amongst whoever you talking to. But as soon as Esau get in there, it gets quiet. Or you try to change up. That shit, I'm tired of that spirit, man.
And I see that a lot too, what you're saying, and I see a lot of that in a lot of these gentrified areas.
You got it out.
Where Esau Edom is only trying to gather information on how the neighborhood is evolving and how it works. Yeah. And you have some Negro running his mouth, telling him everything. Oh, this here, this, that, yo, don't go in that block, and watch that block, and do this, and do that. And you got this one, he bending over backwards, man, to try to appease this Edomite that's trying to push you out of that damn neighborhood, man. You know, that's the time, man. You see them passing, you see it, man. You know?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and looketh what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's exactly how this shit is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at all of the rappers and other people like that, people who got money, especially within the so-called Black Hispanic community. Yeah. People honor them like God. It don't matter what the fuck Jay-Z do. Niggas gonna love him, regardless. You talking about, man, niggas talking about Jay-Z Illuminati. Man, he out here trying to help black people, man.
Yeah.
You see him doing the prison reform. You see him doing it. He trying to help black people, man. Man, shut the fuck up, man. He ain't trying to help no goddamn black people, man.
Yeah.
When I was in college, this song first came out. He had an old regular limousine. He came to the campus, and everybody knew it was him because he was trying to promote the club we were going to be at the next Saturday. It was a Friday. When he came in there, everybody said, yo, that's Trey Songz, that's Trey Songz. Of course, the hoes ran over there. Even niggas' girlfriends ran over there chasing after the car. Now, mind you, it's in the windows. Then he opened the door, started letting in a few chicks who he was going to take, you know what I'm saying? Have his way with. Yeah. And then, they leaving out, you see niggas running after the freaking limousine like hoes, man. What you just said, I saw it in person, man. I said, I'm sitting there on the bench looking like, look at this shit, man. Fuck Trey Songz. How's in the world?
That's exactly how that shit is, man. Period. What you about to say?
Yeah. This old commercial, right? The stock brokerage firm called E.F. Hutton, right? And it was the slogan was, when E.F. Hutton talks, everyone listens, right? And this is still a picture right here, but you can see two Edomites talking, and then when they start talking about stocks and stuff, everybody's in the rooms listening. You know, you see right here. It's a 30-second commercial, But it's really when E.F. Hutton talks, everyone listens though. And this is when this company has been around since 1904. You know what I'm saying? And this is old money right here. This represents old Edomite money right here. You know, and this was basically a stock brokerage firm. You know, and it was to where when the rich man talk, you know, people, you know, they hold their mouth and they want to listen, man. And this is the epitome of Babylon.
Hey, why you think Mike Jones said back then they damn woman, now hot they all on me?
Yeah.
That's honestly how the fuck this shit is, man. And then like with Jake and doing business with Jake, like fucking motorcycle up and down the fucking block, man. Like even dealing in business with Jake, yo. Like I'm pretty much doing like customer service shit now, having to deal with Jake all fucking.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate talking to niggas. I promise you I hate this shit.
Yeah.
Because niggas is illiterate, they retarded, they don't read, but when it comes to the so-called white man, they go on a fucking honor and cherish every fucking thing he says. They come at you crazy as hell, but they won't do that shit to the so-called white man. They got 1,018,000 questions to ask you that they will never fucking ask him. And I be getting pissed the fuck off, like I don't want to deal with these niggas, man. Straight up and down, like the shit is constantly aggravating. They treat you like, well, what's in this? Or well, this too much. Or well, this. Well, they don't fucking buy the shit then. Like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
It's simple as that. Esau sells shit to you all day, all type of prescription shit, but you don't want to deal with some fucking natural from the goddamn herbicide flowing to you, and you say it's too goddamn much. But bitch, that weave in your head cost $200 fucking though, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake fucking ridiculous, man.
Man, these women, I see everything. I think, you know, I feel like the spirit of the Lord is making your heart more cold, man. Being more, you know, mean, being more soldier-like, man. You know, because I have no hope for this world. I have no hope in helping niggas, man. And no hoes, man. I don't want no woman, no wicked ass woman touching me, man. You know, to the point not to be over righteous, but it's just like you hold yourself at a higher standard. We hold people, man. You know? All right. This is Hosea. Don't know that. It's Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
There you go.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thou God. I will also forget thy children.
Right. So he want to be a nigga just trying to make it straight by a nigga. Listen, the Lord has much more bigger promise for us, man. We're kings and priests, man. A nation of kings and priests, man. Right. You know. But you want to be a fucking nigga scraping by, just want to get by. Okay. Giving Esau a pass again. Okay. Here it is. The elephant's in the room, and you telling me this man's a damn devil, and you looking to and fro. The goddamn elephant balls in your fucking face. You know, trying to find out where this fucking who the devil is. His balls is right in your goddamn face. You can't see it, man. You know, that nigga talking about you gotta have love, man. He's one of them niggas that are quick to be that pick up a gun and try and put some work in, man.
This is what I'm saying. The Lord, look, man. The Lord is gonna smoke you niggas, man. Most sides gonna kill 2/3 of these people, man. There's no hope for niggas, man. I'm slacking. I don't like to be personal. But hey,
nah, man, let that shit rock. I'm in the same spirit, all in the spirit, man.
It's like every day, man. Look, people who are around me, they know. You know who they're like, man, what's wrong with you? You get sick of this shit. You get sick of these niggas. There's nothing for these niggas. The only thing these niggas good for is death, man. That's it. If you got a problem with what we're saying, take a look at what your neighbors are, man. But they're not of the Lord, so they could never see. You know? They don't understand what's going on. That's why Esau, look, man, if you watch it, when you watch, or if you watch lively with us, live right now, look, chip these niggas, man. Chip these niggas, man. Chip them. What the hell you waiting on, man? You got them. Look, Jake is, look, there's no hope for Negroes, man. There's no hope for Latinos. Esau got them. Their minds are messed up. Everybody is a transsexual and a homosexual. You got grown folks that's justifying this that didn't even live in that growing up.
Hey, that Jake that just said that made that statement, and that's actually worse than somebody a scornful. The way I see it, you know, gotta have love though. He got a target on his back, man. You can go right down the block and the cops will target a nigga like him. He's an A1 suspect, man. You know what I'm saying? If I was eating my cop, he's a suspect. I'm looking at him as a suspect, man. You know what I'm saying? He's up to something. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that for 1 minute, I don't think that he's up to something? You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm going after him first, man. You know? And if you make one more move, I'm gonna kill you, man. Right. That's how they think, man. He don't even know that he's walking around with a target on his back, though, but you talking about some love, man. You know? Where's the love? Esau, Edom, you gotta set an example forth, man. Where's the example? Set the example forth, man. You know, you got a problem with what we're saying, though, but where's the example being set forth, though? You know what I'm saying? That's why this is the handiwork of Christianity right here. All this right here, go into all your urban ghettos and hoods and see all the conniving shit that's going on, okay? All right? And see if you can walk 10 blocks in that area in comfortability, man. Okay? Okay? That's the handiwork of Christianity because that's their foundation, man.
That's why they call it plantation Christianity.
Yeah, real quick, it's Peters, and you know the brother's right about like getting personal because hey, this is business, but it's still personal for us because this is our livelihood. You know what I'm saying? We putting our lives on the line for this shit. You know, not for this shit, but I'm saying for these niggas, man. They don't give a fuck, so it do get personal when you doing shit out of love and motherfuckers throwing that shit right in your goddamn face, man. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord take this shit personal. You know what I mean? 2 Peter 2:6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after shall live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds, man. Right. So the shit do get you pissed the hell off, man. Because every once in a while, you like how we always mention, I always mention Revelations, how the sin is going to reach up to the heavens, going to be the most high boiling point. We have our boiling points as individuals, and our fuse is a lot shorter than the Lord's, because we, you know what I mean, we're in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? So you get to those points where it's just like, yo, like I can't, like what the fuck? You have no air here, man. Right. You have no air within the society. Everything around you is fucking off, man. The nigga next door, your boss, the bitch you may live with, you know what I'm saying? You can't worry about your kids, you don't know how the fuck they gonna grow up and fucking be off or be a faggot or just be wicked and end up in jail. You have no control within the society of anything that's around you, man. So it brings you to that point, man. But at the same time, that gives us more desire for Yahawashi and the kingdom and see the shit destroyed, man.
Yeah, this is the definition of being vexed. You know, you gotta, you know, like the elder apostle said, man, the elder apostle Bar. You know, when you get into the scriptures, you gotta think you gotta take yourself back into that time. You gotta take yourself back into that time and put yourself in that time when the men of the Lord was walking the earth. You know, you gotta take yourself out of America. And when the brother read about Lot being vexed, you know, in Sodom and Gomorrah, you got to understand what he was going through every day, man. He was frustrated. I'm gonna just read the definition. It says to bring trouble, distress, or agitation to, you know, being agitated, man. You know, and that shit, hey, man, you being in this truth, you're gonna be in a bitter state. And if anybody got a problem with it, fuck them, man. You know, because the Most High, all right, is putting us into this this type of spirit because we're getting ready for the day of the battle, man. You know, why would we rejoice in this place? Not saying that you're not going to have a few times with your children or your woman and rejoice in that manner, but hey, most of the time, man, it's like, fuck this world, man. Straight up, man. It says to bring trouble. There's always some trouble lurking around you. All of a sudden this, all of a sudden that. You know? It says distress or agitation to. It says to bring physical distress to. Hey, some brothers got to deal with illness, man. Physical distress, man. Yeah, it is your fucking illness stressing you the fuck out, man. To irritate or annoy by petty provocation, man. You know, by petty little shit, man. Hey, sometimes you just be driving. I'll be driving, man. You turn to the people like, what's this? Man, what the fuck is this, man? Or I'm listening to YouTube videos. Sometimes you just, you know, cut a video on and just ride. You listen to a brother, you know, next thing you know, you know, hey, you're hearing something and then you bring out a report. This Edomite, what Esau's pushing, you're like, what the fuck, man? This place gotta go, man.
Scripture is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to madness and folly I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
If I could add too, and sometimes you might try to, you know, turn off the YouTube, relax a little bit, watch some shows. You know, on the show you might watch, it's a whole bunch, you know, every other scene is a homosexual scene, man. So it's like the brother said, there's no rest in this place, man. You know, you gotta, you know, you might try to fast forward and shit. Just turn the shit off, man. You know, try to do a video because you're vexed in the spirit, you know, hoping to edify the elect. And then Esau take that now. So it's, you know what I'm saying? Even though we know the word don't go out void, at the same time, this place is vexing as hell, man.
And the brother reading that precept there, man, that gives you the epitome of what Solomon went through, man, because him being the wisest man that ever walked on the face of planet Earth, and you get bored with your surroundings and shit because you know everything. So it's like, yo, like what else is there? Well, let me explore this, let me explore that. So he had to explore the mind of those who are just living folly. You know what I'm saying? The mind of those that are crazy. You know what I'm saying? You explore those type of things, and it's like the further you go into the rabbit hole, the more it terrorizes your spirit, the more you know, man. That's why we had this righteous anger built up within us, man, because the more we know, the more it's weighing on our spirit, man. The more we want this place to go the fuck down, the more we want righteousness to exude within the earth as it should, man. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. And that's why, you know, like you can't be so just gun-ho on the knowledge. You got to take your time with it, because you can find yourself getting stressed the fuck out too fucking soon and drive your ass nuts, man. You got to pace yourself with this truth, man. You know?
Or the word temptation. If you look at the word temptation up, you know, the scripture say, Most High don't tempt. Say temptation, and the word temptation means to desire to do something wrong or unwise. So there it is, you get aggravated, you know, to do something wrong or unwise, you know? And that's why Satan loves to rile you up, make things confusing. Like a woman would bring confusion. But here it is, you're getting bottled up, and next thing you know, and now you locked up. And you ain't want to do that, you know?
Hey, the woman, the Eve is that's Satan's vessel right there, man. We and your brothers in his faith, man. We have to understand that, man. You understand that Satan is going to use that vessel, man, to come up against us, man. You know what I'm saying? And we have to have constraint, you know, and use wisdom, man, and not have our foot getting taken in that, man. But that Jake that was talking about where's the love, that looked like the grimiest nigga that you could ever see, man. You know, and here it is. You got, and that's how I know the spirit revealed that he has a very perverse spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? He may be even a homosexual, man. You know, even making a statement like that. There was no way that you're walking around this earth looking like how he looked. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like he had far much beyond what that truck he was driving. But my thing is that for you to be living here in Babylon, in the valley of shadow of death, man, and just dealing with everything there's that we deal with, man, and you trying to talk about love. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I know there's still love being shown to you, but the spirit revealed that you have a perverse spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be a homosexual, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, about love like that, these homo thugs, you want to call them, man, they subscribe to this right here, man. You know? They subscribe to this right here, man. You see? Okay?
Oh, yeah, I got a precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And we know that that word mark there means the Hebrew word dawah, which means exempt. So the Most High sent the angel out and to mark these certain men that were sighing and crying for all the wickedness, man. That's exactly what we're doing. That's why the Lord puts us in that type of spirit, man. You know, the people outside there look at it and be like, they always mad. They always come talking about this. That's why that dude said, you gotta love.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, you gotta love because you are of the world. We're not of the world, man.
Right.
Hey, I used to always say this, but it was the wrong thing to say. No, I'm not from this world. You get mad, I'm not from this world. Like, you know, but we are from this world. But what it is, our citizenship is not of this world, man. You know, we don't want to be here. You know, we want to be with Yahawashi, man.
Yeah, like our spirit, you know what I'm saying, is different from the rest of these niggas.
Yeah.
That's what makes us separate, you know, to the Most High as those of the hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? Because the way we think in general is just different from the rest of the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Just how we were talking earlier, what separates us from the other nations when you go and set the commandments, or what separates us from the 2/3 is our mindset towards the society and towards the Lord, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Lord do this to us, man. The Lord cleaned up our act, you know, put a spirit on us to walk in his righteous ways. And then next thing you know, hey, you're not a part of the world no more. You know, you being in his truth, you literally are not a part of the world. You miss out on the trends, you miss out on what was hot. And then, you know, here it is, you probably go, you know, got homies in the world, you got friends in the world, you may chill, drink a beer with, or whatever the case may be. Then you find out, that's what niggas doing? What the fuck? Then you start learning what the world is actually doing. The time you was in, the world was like, ain't nobody doing that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you figure out, man, they of the world.
I got this. It's 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You know, straight to the point. And real quick for that guy that drove by talking about, you guys should love more. Well, if you ask him what is the word, what does love mean, he don't even know. You know, because a lot of people throw out that term love, they don't even know what it means, man. Love is an action more so than just something that you say, man.
Yeah.
You know?
My bad.
Hey,
I got another scripture.
Hey, when I say this too, the Lord, hey man, if we're those men, hopefully, the hopeful elect of the men of the past that were teaching the scriptures, you gotta understand, these men were rough men, you know? So if like dealing with a woman, you might be a little on the stern side. That brother might be a little on the lenient side. Doesn't make one wickeder or righteous. Them brothers are righteous. They serving the Lord. A man don't have to tell you, yo, I love you, baby. You know?
Yeah.
He'll be there and do what's important.
Exactly.
And that's how you determine, oh, that dude, yeah, he love me. He ain't gotta tell you it. You wanna be told it because that's that emotional shit, that wicked shit, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
You show love, like you said, through action, man. You know? And guess what? It's through action, we're not normal men. So the way that we live is not entirely like the world. We live according to the scriptures, and our love is the scriptures, is the Lord, man. You know? Because people, they get that confused, man. They going through this shit every day. They're like, well, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I can't live like that. I live like this. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to sit here and hit me with these feelings and emotions and this and that. I live like this. This is the way I know. So I can stay firm toward the truth, man. You know? Certain little things, they can help you fall out. So you know, if you're a man of wisdom, the Lord give you wisdom, you're going to stay according to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. Fuck that other shit, man.
Yeah, because that's all people got is to try to guilt you off of their feelings and emotions. And that shit can't feel men in the Lord. That shit can't sit right with you, man. Period. We already said fuck our feelings and emotions by us coming into this truth.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what we forsake, I mean, for brothers that got children, you forsaking birthdays, you forsaking all of the shit that would be important to if you know what I mean, with your girl and then celebrating Christmas and all. We already said fuck our feelings, forsaking our children and stuff, man. So how much more will we not let somebody else come to me? Oh, but you know, oh, but come on, man, shut the fuck up with that shit, man. Don't nobody care about none of that shit, man. Nobody has to respect your feelings or your fucking opinion. Right. We respect what's truth, man. And that's it. That's the only way to be, man, period.
Yeah. Hey, like you said that's most important. Brothers that got children. Your children are getting older while you're in the truth. But guess what? You're not doing what the world other men of the world would do with their children. Right. Bringing them up, training them how to play basketball. You out there consistently, got them running laps. You know, you got the football game every Saturday. Yo, my son right there. You missing out on all of that, man.
Exactly.
The Lord told Jeremiah not to have children in this place. We're not in a time of mirth. We're not in a time of marriage, man. We're in a time of war, man. And guess what? You have to give your body as a living sacrifice. That's giving your body as a living sacrifice. Now your child is damn near 12 years old. You're like, damn, this nigga 12. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This truth is everything, man. But the point is, you know, is that, hey, you a man of the Lord. I believe through the Spirit right now, the Lord is making the men's heart more colder, man. More stern, more like, you know, we ain't caring about the rest of that, man. You're getting older. You get more mature. When you get more mature, you as a man, you start to think more logically, man. Your feelings is out the window. You have your feelings when you have your pleasure time and you want to watch the boxing game, the boxing matches and things like that. Other than that, look, I'm doing what I gotta do, 1, 2, 3, what I know is best. You know?
The rest of the world will go on social media and spew they goddamn feelings out. Hey, motherfucker, with it, man. Yeah. That's some whole ass shit, man. Straight up, you're a man out there. Man, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Bitch.
You know, learning from the apostles, man. Take the advice. I took it, and it stuck with me. Certain things the apostles say, man.
Yeah.
Just for you know, you as you're walking this life, man. You know, hey, what the hell with these black women, man? Yeah. Don't deal with the woman that. Hey, if a woman come across you believes, if the Lord line you up, boom, rock with it, right? But don't be out here trying to chase these women on social media, Facebook, Instagram, trying to chase a woman that so-called believes, man. Here it is, you get with that woman. Here it is, she playing this role like she really in the truth with you. She really a holy woman. She a mother. She doing this. She eat free meals and things like that. Hit you up. Hey, you need help? Trying to be a servant. You know what I'm saying? The best way she can. But she's faking, man. As soon as you go ahead and pillow talk with that, and then you be cool, couple of months go by, year go by, you done told that woman some of your personal business. You know what happens when she can't get her way? She moves on, man. And she's talking to the next dude, telling the next so-called man of the Lord. Because if he dealing with her, he ain't no man of the Lord. You know, unless he's been deceived and he don't know. But here it is, she telling him everything about you, man. Everything about you and everything that you did, all from her point of view, her feelings, man. You bitches, every last woman that I fucking met and that stepped away made the most I kill you bitches, man. And the niggas that you fucking with, man. Adulterous assholes. Go ahead, man.
And the Spirit brought it out where Apostle Gabar, one of the lessons where he said familiarity breeds content, you know, and that's the situation when that happens when you're dealing with these women, man. You know, okay, you don't, like I said, and the scriptures talk about, man, you don't that pillow talk, man. You know, you can't have it. Yeah, bring it out.
Is Micah chapter 7 verse 5, confidence in the God, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Right, because like I said, there's an order to where our walk is our walk. The Lord's gonna put women in our path, in our life, that we are to deal with for a dispensation of time. You gotta remember that though, man. No matter how you feel about her or how it is or how good the head is, the sex, whatever it is, the Lord puts women in your life for it. But your walk is your walk though, man. You're not generally there to deliver them, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or to teach them or to try to, you know, and the apostle brought this up before, man. Say, yo, listen, if you're sadly mistaken if you think you're gonna walk hand in hand into the kingdom with the woman that you're dealing with, man. It just may not happen. You know what I'm saying? But your walk is your walk though, and the Lord will you understand? The Lord is dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord could put the woman in your life and she could do all the good things that she's supposed to be doing though, but the Lord, that's the purpose of that woman, of the Lord putting her in your life for that purpose, and possibly, more than likely, for that purpose only, man. It's not for you to be with, you know, walk through dandelions and kingdom, the chariots right there, come on, baby. You know, it don't go down like that, though, man. Your walk is going to be your walk, though, man. The Lord, as soon as, like I said, as soon as that woman transgresses, man, you know what I'm saying? The Spirit, it behooves you to the Spirit, man, just drop her, man, and keep it moving, man.
Hey, not to cut you, but just to add on to the brother, technically, these women ain't yours, man. Because she dealt with another man. By the law, technically she's not yours, man. Yeah. But if she rehearsed the righteous act with you and not struck with any amazement, she don't go back or commit adultery. Hey, may the Most High have mercy. But other than that, these women ain't yours, man. You know how many views she done had, man? Right. It's all about rehearsing. You know, you wanna go to the law. Technically, you ain't mine.
Right. And this is why they call it open-end lease. It's an open-end lease, man. You know, it's not a closed-end lease. If it's a closed-end lease, that means that it's still owned. That the owner of that lease will retain that vehicle when they did with a car. When it's trying to close end. So when it's open-end, it's where the owner will have it for that certain dispensation of time and do the paperwork and everything else. Okay. It's an open-end lease, and it's not there's no more. It's not 3
months. Maybe extend to 6 months if you keep your shit together.
Yeah, and that's it though. And it's open-end. You leave it right there where it was, and then here it come, Joe Schmo coming in. Oh, I like that like this. I like checking it out. With kick the ties, check it out. This is how woman is, man. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Oh shit, ass looking good as shit, man. You want to feel the leather. You know what I'm saying? I'm really supposed to fucking dashboard. Checking it out. Okay. And then like I said though, you go to the proper channels though, and then you have it. But it's only for that dispensation of time, man. Just like Paul said, everything is temporal, man.
Hey, like Yahawashi said, you can commit adultery. You're already here in the mind. If the woman's supposed to be with a man, and she gave her number out, and she's having casual conversation with him on the phone, she already committed adultery. Because guess what? When she all messed up with you, she gonna feed him, and he gonna capitalize on her emotions, and then the action happened. Well, then the physical contact happened. But she already committed adultery, man.
That's just what women breed in general, and then that's what social media breeds too, because they give these bitches more opportunity to feel themselves for no reason when they really like buckets of shit, man.
Yeah.
Because they all fucking use cotton swabs any goddamn way, man. They here to give us pleasure in the flesh and any little side benefits that we can get, and that's about it, man. That's how you gotta really look at it. It may be harsh to accept when you first, thinking about it like coming from the world and shit, but you get to fucking see as you start manning up to the shit, the Lord putting you through shit, you see why he really set them up in the place that he set them up for. Like how the brother said, they cause confusion. Like how you said, you want to open end lease, you kicking the ties and you check that balance, damn, your shit high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what really can she really offer you like that, man?
Another thing too, the Lord said, hey, somebody grab Isaiah 4:1 real quick. I don't want to make it rant. But speak through the scripture, we speaking, man, through the spirit. Because really, your women going when the Lord fulfill this prophecy, man.
It's Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Hey, real quick, I just want to keep a balance though. There is women that's going to be delivered, all right? And there is some women that some brothers might be with that's probably going to be with them in the kingdom, if he be the elect. But the point of the matter stands, the principal point is the man is first. It's all about us. It's all about the man. That's just the truth. And behind that, I want to read this real quick. This is Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir, man. So the men, we're the fine gold, the Lord's elect, man, the hopeful elect right now. It's all about the man. The scriptures tell you that a man shall be a covert, not a woman.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if the Most High is dealing with him, but that man ain't dealing with you, bitch, you out of there. Yeah. You out of there. Ain't no, see that's that wicked shit. You get on there and start talking to another dude. You don't tell that other brother that you dealt with a man of the Lord before, and then you done laid down with him. You think he gonna seal you because you seem good, and then down the line he tell you, or you find out, fuck you dealing with him before? Bitch, you off. You know what I'm saying? Now you got him into something, man. Hey, Yahawashi, when he was Solomon, when the account with the baby, with the account with the 2 women, basically, I'm going to say Yahawashi. Solomon said what? We cut the baby in half, man.
Right.
But then what? It made what? The truth come out. So what you think this is? You think that you're going to be a woman and you're going to lay down with this brother, that brother, and the truth? Men that supposed to be men of the Lord, and then you're going to get delivered with one of them? It don't work that way. You're going to be put to death. Most you ain't going to have it to where this here it is me and this brother, we pop the same chick. This is hypothetical. This is not actual. Me and this brother had dealt with the same chick. And here it is. what? She gonna be here as he was dealing with her first, and then I started dealing with her, and all of a sudden she thinks she gonna make it with me after he put her away.
Yeah.
It don't work like that. When Yahawashi judge, he gonna say, hey, he gonna read the account, he gonna get into the details. Oh, did you know? Oh, you knew? Then you committed adultery then. Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you cast off then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she lied, she never told. Bitch, you getting put to death. Hey, the scriptures say we all shall come to the seat of the Lord, man, whether good or bad. And this truth is about men. This is us first, man. All these women, you got women up here, brothers rebuking, you know, because they want to come up here and think they could be a prophet. You could do what the men do. And you see the men doing it, like that woman that a couple of weeks ago. That woman, she's her whole cadence, her whole intro, Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash, but she said it in some other Hebrew, but you got it from the men, and then you think that you could be a prophet. You got some nerve, man. Nah, the Lord made this about his men. It's about us. Y'all got y'all world, man. This is Edomite's world and the woman's world, man. Straight up, man. You usurp authority over men here, man. And these men, they don't care. They'll let you usurp authority because they don't feel like dealing with the troubles. You know, and that's wrong. You're supposed to stand up to that or get rid of that woman, man. If these men, right, if these men actually stood up to these women would change that ideology of how they live. Men don't stand up no more. My grandfather and them used to, you know, back then they were men. You know, they always wore the suit and tie with the suspenders. Yeah. My grandma tell you, my grandfather ain't pay that shit. When my grandfather would get angry with with my grandmother, he would call her woman. And I was young, mocking him. Me and my cousin used to laugh when he was mad at her. And he's like, woman, what are you doing? You woman. It's like he was degrading her. I never knew why until I came to the truth.
See that? And you women, a lot of you women, you only get one golden ticket, man, with the men of the Lord, man. It's that one golden ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? If you F that up, man, that's it, man. That's it. This is why, and I walk why there is an abundance of women. Okay, all right. So where we can't get hung up on this one woman to where it's like, okay, well, you know, you're trying to hold on to this one, and if it don't work, you know, trying to make it work or whatever. Like, listen, man, if the spirit brings it out to where she's not to be obtainable, man, that's it, man. She gotta go, man. That's it, though. You know, you move on, man. You know, we gotta understand that this is our walk, and the Lord's gonna put women in our life as gonna put in there for that certain dispensation of time. That's it, man. That's it. You know, our walk is our walk alone, man. And even when we take away the approach, man, hey, we might have to take away the approach of a woman we don't know from Adam, man. She might come to that instant to where she might want us to take away her approach, man. Whatever it may be, you know. She look all right, she look good, you know. We might have to take it right then and there. You know, it may not be anybody who we particularly even knew from this point in time, though. But it may be somebody we might not even know from Adam, man. That may come up to us, man, and just like any man of the Lord, man. You know?
And look, it's that serious, man. See, they may think that it's see the passion behind what we're saying. Oh, that's just men. I'm gonna get mad at what we're saying. But you gotta understand, the Lord don't need the woman to create Israel.
Right.
All he needs is the man, the seed. The Lord can have us deal with heathens to bring back Israel, man. He don't need you, man. He don't need you.
That's what they don't understand.
That's what he told Moses at the top of Mount Sinai. Indeed, will I make many nations? You know, when he was about to destroy the children of Israel. You know?
Yeah, you got something?
I got a little something to back up what you were saying before. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man."
And that's the day, man. Women have surely compassed the men, you know, in everything, man. They even how to live. You know, these women got benefits. You know, it's like the woman is always over the man in the household. She the one that got the house. You know, she the one that got the money. She making the most money. You know,
and that's by design. You know, Esau Edom is what the ruler of this world. So what did he do? He set up the so-called black woman to be when I say so-called black woman, I'm talking about all the so-called woman, all right, to be over the man, because what? That ruins a nation, man. You know, because if you have a woman as a head of the household, it talks about the scriptures being wanton and undisciplined, man. Men actually think logically, you know, and have a foundation and a thought before they think, before they talk. You know, women just talk.
Yeah. Hey, I think you said this one time, but hey, this how you know women over men today. You could be at the restaurant, right? And the waitress, here it is, y'all probably wrapping it up, you know, done eating, and you like, look at the bill. And the waitress come back and she get a bill to her.
This bitch gonna hand the bill to her, and shit. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Cause she already in her head, she like, you ain't paying for nothing. She, you know, her real contact is with her.
Right.
You know, cause you just you stay there. You know,
Yeah.
this is us.
Yeah.
You know, I know she over you.
Yo,
Yes,
this
girl.
fucking bitch straight up dissed me at the restaurant, yo. I'm sitting there. I'm ready, yo, I got my shit ready. All I needed to check, man. Lady going a little freaking nigga woman, yo, gonna come up and be like, all right, well, thank you. Hand it right to Shorty. And Shorty looking at me like, the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
women, man, a piece of work.
The black woman in her mouth, man. Hey, this is usurp authority over men. You tell women hate to hear anything that deals with discipline.
Right.
Anything that deals with them being disciplined, if it's not right of what they already doing, they gonna hate you. They ain't gonna like you. You gotta. That's why that's why the saying is you tell a woman whatever she wanna hear, because a man already knows he's already superior over you. You can look at a woman and tell like, watch I get her. Dudes be doing that like, yo, watch somebody get her. Like, yo, what's up, y'all? How you doing? This and that. And yo, you looking good as hell. Like, and then she be like blushing and shit, and next thing you know, you come back. I got enough. Because we already superior over you. You can look at you and tell. You know what I'm saying? Just like certain men could look at certain women and be like, nah, I ain't hollering at her. She way out of my league. Because she dressing, she got the heels on, she in the building, downtown, tallest building. She got out the fly ass ride. Be like, I ain't hollering at her. She look good though, you know?
And just to show you with that the nigga woman waitress, man, it just goes to show you that the lowliness of her job, you know what I'm saying? She's probably still over her man in the household, man. You know, when she's working for tips, man. To where it's like I said though, when she's thinking she's probably the breadwinner in that household. You know? Or whatever man, or the man, you know.
That's the first. Hey, but no, listen, that's exactly. Thank you. That's spiritual. Saving all my love for you, for the Lord.
Yeah.
Fuck a bitch, man.
That's right.
Straight up and down.
Hey, yeah. Hey, back in those days, hey, the women used to sing songs on how to keep a man.
Right.
You know, what was the woman? It's a song y'all can look up. I forgot the title of it, but she was saying, damn, what she say? I forgot, but basically, I forgot it come back, man. But her song, it was she was basically a cleanup woman.
Yeah, right.
Cleanup
woman. And even when ripping it, and even when you fast forward to like a woman like even a group Escape, they were singing to where she was the other woman though, but she was trying to please that man, and you know you had something like that, man. So then it come now to the time where now women don't want no scrub and they
talking about side niggas
and that's all
shit.
But that's how you know it's Esau behind the mix, because TLC didn't want to do that song. Because they know that they had the it was the management and the producers behind it. It's like, yo, you're putting out this song. They didn't want to do that song. They didn't want to do that because they know it's going to put that spirit out there. But before that, you had groups like Total Sitting Home Waiting. You know? They don't have that spirit now.
They don't exist no more. That was the shit right
I
there,
was looking
man.
at this fucking show in like one of the marriage fucking shows, and this nigga was retarded. This woman was 27, whether it was real or not, but I believe it was kind of real. I mean, it's a fucking unicorn. But this woman, like, you know, like they do like the married at first sight type shit, like this person get married when they first seeing each other and shit. And this chick, slender, tall chick, she's a virgin, at 27 to get married to this dude. And this dude had a problem that she wasn't sexually experienced. What? I said, what? I said, nigga, that's a gold mine. Give me that bitch. What the fuck wrong with you? I'll teach you all this. I'll hold the house on it. Let me break this bitch. Rodeo out this motherfucker. Nigga, man, because she's not sexually experienced or sexually mature. What's wrong with these niggas, man? You basically want a whore over a fresh virgin. Something that you can tame. You can make her suck you how you want to. Love you how you know what I mean? Ride you how you want to, man. You control over her, man. Come on, yo.
You got certain women out there that has like the Esau called it vaginismus, where basically most of the time how it comes upon her is she got raped before. and because of her shock of rape, her muscles down there are so tight that you can't even, you know, inject anything. You know, you can barely get it in. You know what I'm saying? You got some women out here like that, man. You know, but you gotta have what? Patience. That guy ain't got patience.
Yeah.
He wants something that he see on a porno.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Always broken in, going down, broken in, and it just, you know.
Yeah.
See, he's a gold in this world. At 27 at that, you barely find him at 14, the fucking version of this movie.
Smart.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord without distraction. You know, so that's what happens at the end of the day, man. Even if you do have a chick, like Akim was saying, let that be for your benefit, man. Don't you know, be for her benefit, man. You know, and then like the scriptures say, if she go not according to thy way, you gotta let her go, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna push. It's gonna be a fight constantly, man. Like she's gonna try to pull you into, you know what I'm saying, the world and stuff like that.
Hey, my bad. So I can read that one more time real quick.
It says, 1 Corinthians 7:35, and this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that you may attend upon the Lord without distraction.
Right, and the fact is, how you deal with them so that you can attend upon the Lord without distraction. Don't put your feelings and emotions into them. Don't give your spirit over unto them. Now somebody give me that Sirach is 33 and then like 21 real quick. You know what I'm saying? You give your spirit unto them, that's when they got you. If you just dealing with them just for the physical or whatever other little things that they may do for you, that's cool. Because they're here to serve you like we're here to serve the Most High. You know, going to what, Corinthians, was it 7 or 11? You know what I'm saying? Well, you got the Most High, Yahawashi, man, then you got the woman and child. You got that order. So each one is serving the other. She's there to serve us, period. So if you go in there catering unto her, or you give yourself over to her, now you're at the loss, man.
This is Sirach chapter 33 and 19. Give not thou son and wife, thou brother and friend, power over thee, while thou livest, and give not thou goods to another, lest it repent of thee, and thou entreat for the same again.
Exactly. So you're like, damn, I done gave myself over to this person. Like, damn, and I wish I would have never. That's why I said, now you entreat for it again. You will wish that you never allowed this shit to happen, man. You like, damn, I want myself back. I want my peace back. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't give yourself over to people, because people in this, especially in this world now, all Jake knows how to be fucking selfish. They're gonna take everything for themselves, because when they take what kindness for weakness, how they say. And that shit is like, now if we do what's saying, but you gotta have love though. But when you come with that love doctrine, people take advantage of you, man. But when he come in this spirit and when he's kicking the truth, you gotta, you ain't got no choice but to take that serious, man.
The thing is, that's why we don't care if people like us or not. You just know that you're gonna respect what you're talking about. You don't have to like somebody to respect them. Let me tell you, look at this person, you're like, I don't like them. But guess what? You ain't gonna go over there and tell them that to their face. You're just gonna stay away. That's that respect. You're like, look, I don't wanna get caught up because I don't wanna fight that nigga. So look, man, go ahead, bro. I'm out here, yo. That's respect. That's respect.
Well, that's why everybody tramples all over the Lord now. Because what? They don't hold any regard to his laws, statutes, commandments, any traditions whatsoever. Because what? He's a God of love. So that way they walk all over him, man. Oh, God is all love. He'll forgive me what I commit. Adultery, I'll eat pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, I'll smoke. God knows my heart. No respect, you know? If they actually knew how the Lord actually was, an austere man of war, you know, they would fear, you know? Yeah, that goes back to that scripture I was going to bring out with John, I think it's like 2 John chapter 1 verse 6, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it, you know? So that's what love is. That guy didn't know that. You know, you're asking what is love? You don't know, you know?
Right, and Yahawashi literally said, John 14 and 15, if you love me, keep my commandments. Then he said in verse 24, he that loves me not, keepeth not my commandments, man. So that, like how you said, that clearly showed that love is an action. It's just not uttering some shit with your fucking lips, man. That's bullshit, man. Because if you love somebody, you're going to do what they say, and you're going to have understanding that based upon the agreement that y'all came together with in the beginning, man. If you don't have understanding with a person, you don't got shit, man.
Exactly. Even women in the world now in 2019, you can say that you love her. I love you, baby. I love you. You keep smacking the shit out of her, right? You keep smacking her. She's like, well, why you keep on hitting me? No, baby, I love you. I love you. Eventually, what's she gonna do? Eventually, what she's gonna do? Because what? You can tell you love her all day, but what? Love is an action, man. You can't just keep saying something and then doing the complete opposite, man.
And the common thing what a woman would say is that, oh, you say you love me, but you don't act like it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they clearly said out their mouth that love is an action without them even realizing it. You know what I'm saying?
If someone's troubling your spirit, every time you talk to them, it's always something you can't get.
Exactly.
You can't lay down with that. If you talk to them over the phone, if you come to the point where when she call your phone and you go, you might as well just cut her off. You might as well just cut her off because what you're gonna do is you're gonna suppress your own spirit and you're gonna try to act like you're not mad so that she can't say why you mad, and then you're gonna play the game. You're gonna pick up the phone, yeah, what's going on? Oh, okay. And then she's gonna say it to us, she's gonna say something where you go, yo, Mr. Flynn, it's like, just get out of here.
And it's like the elders were saying, the woman is like your video game. And that's pretty much what I was
It is a game because women say, I want a man that don't play games when they are the fucking biggest tricksters ever. Cause they don't know what the fuck they want and they judge you. I put it up like a few weeks ago. I was saying that this girl had posted shit on social media said if a girl don't nag you all day, she don't love you. She's like women that love a man act with the devilish, mean, demon-like spirit. And she said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this shit is fucking retarded, but that's how most of them fucking act. And I thought I had me like a while back. I thought I had me a nice fucking Elamite. You know what I'm saying? Talking all this old good stuff to her, and then like, yo, this bitch is fucking retarded, man. I'm going back and forth. I'm like, yo, I thought you were supposed to be a pillow arrest. You're from Elon, bitch. You talking all this good shit, but
Jake, that's
you know, exactly. Which one Diana and talking? I mean, like, I'm like, it's Jake. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Jakes, man. A lot of them out there, it's Jakes.
Shit crazy.
Thought you were dealing with it.
Word up.
Curse is still there.
A lot of them so-called coolies, from the Caribbean, man, they have that their ancestry go back to India, man. A lot of them are Israelites, man. You know, 'cause I have a lot of them on my job, man. The guys from Jakes, man. The Jakes, man.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Yeah.
You know, and actually I got due to my job, man. That's dealing with Elamite looking woman, you know, but she's actually from Barbados. You know what I'm saying? And she looks like she's Elamite. You know what I'm saying? She's a Jake.
Actually, I'm gonna read it once more. 1 Corinthians, start at 7, verse 34. There is difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body. It's like 33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. It's like 32. It says, 1 Corinthians 7:32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belongeth to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
That's why the Lord told Jeremiah not to marry. Jeremiah is an example, man. Not to marry because the Lord is going to destroy this place. Why would you sit there and care for the things of your woman and marry in this God-forsaken place when the Lord is going to get rid of this place?
Or even giving your energy that you put more energy for the truth.
Yeah.
And then she's not going to serve you actually to your liking, how you would like it to be. Because what, we're not in our power, man. You know what I'm saying? So why, like that's only going to take, how we just got in Shabbat 33, that's only going to take more power, more energy from you, man. So we want to create a space to where we have more opportunity for the Lord and less opportunity for the world to try to get at us and Satan to try to nag us in the spirit, man. You know?
Like you got a lot of dudes like Alpha No Strategy. Another dude I'll be watching sometimes.
Black Ram, bro.
Oh, Black Ram? Yeah. There's another dude called Steph is Cool. And they all go into about basically being on your purpose. And they were saying a lot of times, you know, when you're coming out of this world, for them, still in the world, but when you're coming out of this feminized society, a lot of times it's best for you to just be alone for a while, man, and work on yourself. You know, that's really the best thing, you know, being on your purpose, man. You know, our purpose is the scriptures, all right, try to master who we are, man.
Hey, and you notice it, right? Whenever a man is not dealing with a woman, he's fucking focused, man. He's fucking focused. And then you might have the urge to sex, but you're not really worried about it because you know that you're on your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I mentioned that to a girl before, and she was like, oh, why every man that don't be in a relationship say that? Bitch, because it's true. Because y'all take us off our fucking focus. That's why.
Because once you with them, like you said it, like they're not going to be really for you. What happens when you get in that, you're going to end up, you're going to be for them. Because these women,
Shalom, Yahawah.
Shalom. Ecclesiastes 7, it says that the woman, her mind is hands, bands, snares, and nets. You know, she's always trying to be real familiar with you so she can predict you, so she can control you. And you be like, yo, why you trying to control me? I ain't trying to control you. Stop insisting that I gotta do this. If I say no, you're gonna be mad. That's control. You're trying to psychologically control me. I'm not dumb. If I say no, you should be like, all right, well, fuck that. Not, and then all of a sudden you got to deal with that type of fighting spirit. Whether would that spirit be, whether she a loud mouth or it's a silent fight, slam door. It's psychological. It's all
energy
this.
bad all in that crib and shit, fucking up your feng shui. You know what I mean?
I got some real quick. This is first. I got this is a lot of meat in here. This is First Esdras chapter 4, verse 22. By this also ye know that women have dominion over you. Do you not labor and toil and give and bring all to that woman? You know, and this is why a lot of jakes go ahead and buy the whips that they buy.
Right.
You know, buy the clothes that they buy. You know, okay, try to have the certain persona and swag to them, man. Why? To get that woman, man. Shape ups. You know, shape ups. You know.
They're not doing it to look good. They're doing it to look good for her.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because they like it.
Yeah, that's what motherfucking man, it's like here. That's why with Joe Button, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about woman that says like, would it be wrong if I wish I could get my comeback? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because you done gave your strength to this bitch, you done nutted, got a baby. Now this bitch has dominion over you by way of the child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that shit is one of the most fucked up feelings ever, man. Imagine being fucking 17, not even fully 18 yet, and you getting a letter talking about you gotta pay child support. And when you turn 18, you gotta go down, look, tow the club up.
Yep.
Tow the club up. Tow the club up. Oh, now you gonna pull off.
Oh, he out of there.
And you know what he gonna do? He gonna go through the back of their shot right over there, or he might come out over here.
Tow the damn club up.
Hey, these jakes are on the verge of bankruptcy, man. They can't afford to go through an accident report, man. You know, because the insurance will go up to where they can't afford the car anymore.
Man, these niggas ain't got insurance. What they do, they pay the first installment, and then they keep the car. You know, because these cops, they don't check insurance. Only the state on the parkway and all that. Over here in the city, they just let them see a life registration. Yeah. You pull out that card,
you got the card.
You know, that's it. As long as the expiration date is good, they ain't got no insurance.
And he wasn't going nowhere anyway, man. What was he going home and fucking eat? He wasn't doing shit anyway. Yeah, McDonald's. Come on.
Yo, like Sharpie saying, what's
All right, finish up, right? First Esdras chapter 4, verse 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and go his way to rob and steal and sail upon the sea and upon rivers. You know, and Jake just go out there, Jake go ahead and they only put in that work, you know, and go in, on a prowl, try to rob, steal, try to see it come up, right? To what? To get to his woman, man. Maybe to give her money towards rent, you know, food, you know, raiment, you know,
like that president. I know Charles brings that out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
with Lorenz Tate, that's why he went to go rob the bank. Because his bitch fucking with some pimp.
Yeah.
He felt some type of way. And she was making it more harder
Oh,
for him.
yeah.
He couldn't find a job. So he felt like he had to rob a bank, you know what I'm saying, to take care of her. And really, you know what I'm saying? So she would stop messing with that.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, the men of the Lord, hey, the Lord gives us our manhood back, man. Because in the world, you're raised probably from a woman, you're raised from your peers, women your age who you went to school with, and then you think you got game. You think you know what it is. You're really a sucker to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Well, some niggas, they ain't suckers. They use women for the box. Slut a chick out and shit like that. But that's wrong, man. You know. So the Lord has given us back, you know, that alpha type male ruling class mentality. The way we man ourselves, man. Now you gotta hold yourself to that, man. Hey, the Lord said that we're princes, man. You know, you don't want to get out here and mess with any regular black woman or Hispanic woman that's gonna give you hell. Why are you staying? Why are you staying with that and she giving you hell? She troubling your spirit. The first thing is, look, man, if you dealing with her enough, she call your phone and you drag picking it up. Don't deal with it. Save yourself the headache, because it ain't never going. It's not going to get right. It's not ever going to get to the point where she finally gets it, and then now you have this soothing thing. Maybe the Lord could, but I doubt it, especially if she don't even believe. You got to get away from these women, man. The Most High made us the prize, man. Plain and simple, man. You know?
Right? First Ezra chapter 4, verse 24. And looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he has stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. You know, and this is what we get into, man.
Hey, and that's why in today's lingo they say, what, it's cheaper to keep her, happy wife, happy life, all of that. But I promise you I hate that shit, yo. That is the dumbest shit ever, man. So that means that you have to sacrifice every ounce of you to make her happy. Right. Fuck out of here, man. This shit is all backwards. And like how the brother's saying, like, you know, being in the Lord, you come into that alpha male, more that alpha male state, and I'm just learning more so how to get in that frame, because my mind was framed by the ways of the world and watching fucking TV thinking you supposed to kiss the woman ass and treat her like a fucking queen and all this old dumb shit, man. And it takes time for you to cycle all of that shit out of your head and for you to fully reprogram yourself, man. That's why we in the truth, we reprogramming ourselves to the correct way we're supposed to be, man.
Yeah, because if I can add real quick, because Esau uses that TV, man. He uses the hell out of that TV, man, to program these women to train you niggas, man. You know, like Football Is Back, they had a commercial like last year. It was like a commercial for mowing your lawn and shit, lawn mowers, man. And she said, before you watch that game, you know, you better go outside and mow the lawn. So he runs outside and mows the lawn real quick, and it was a goofy commercial, man. But what? That's programming, you know, you people, you women to program your men, you know, to be under their damn spell, man. Man, fuck that.
Esau Edom is first in line, man, to form that whole giving a woman your power, man. You know, and one Jake at the job, he was speaking, and you know, he was telling me that he basically gives his money to his woman, and she handles the finance and stuff. But then when he went to go make inquisition about the funds, there was no funds.
Same thing in my job.
No funds. You know, he's finished up, man. And another guy, told me, he said, yo, I don't respect you, man. You know, because you know you're giving all your strength to a woman, man. Now you're in a quagmire. Now you want to get away, but now you know she has all the power to come against you and through Esau's system and put you in straits, man. You know. Right?
Yeah. Now, I was gonna say too, because you got a lot of men out there that would this light, you know, of what information we bringing out through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. You know, they say you shouldn't talk to the black woman like that. Well, you look at the black woman yourself and tell me she don't need to get cursed out. These women Most High gonna put these women to death, man. And what we're doing, we're just prophets warning, man. You know,
right? That's verse, right? First Ezra chapter 4, verse 27. Many also have perished and erred and sinned for women, man. And when you look at the prison system, right? All right, and even when I was younger, going through the system, man, you know, you had a lot of them men that was in there for domestic violence, man. You know, and I didn't respect them. You know, I'm in here for some real shit, man. Like you in here for your woman, like you couldn't resolve that and avoid that shit, man. You know, I was looking at that way, man. But the whole fact of the matter is that, and a lot of these guys are in the grave, man, because of a woman, man.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these men are put to death over women, man. You know, some shit might have happened. She go get her relative or something happened to where, you know, I know a guy that used to abuse his woman, right? And then one time what happened was he caught her at a club or something like that and was abusing her in the street. All of a sudden, man, her uncle came and poked him up, man, and kicked him, man. You know? And then what happened was he said, yo, he's poking me. He was jigging him up and nobody helped him. Yeah. And then you know what? Guess what? The dude ended up getting away with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, because the woman, which is she had a baby with the kid, she kept her mouth shut, man, about who that guy was. You know what I'm saying? She, for all we know, she could have just said that, oh, he was just somebody that was trying to help. I don't know who that guy was, man. You know, because you got a nigga that jump out the window when he see a woman in distress. Right. Nigga don't know. Meanwhile, she looking at you like you crazy, you know. But when you're in trouble, okay, all right, that same nigga is coming to defend her. You see, you know, but she don't respect him to begin with, man. You see?
Hey, all of these women out here, all of them. I don't care. I'm gonna say all of them. They either dealing with got a dude. If they got a dude, they either dealing with another. They either not dealing with another guy because he probably just met that guy. But either way, they got other guys in their phone they talking to. Yeah, all of these women are talking to different. And you know why these women are psycho? They emotionally retarded. These wicked women. It's because here it is. She's committing adultery on you, but because you don't know about it, and then she find out that you talking to another girl, but you don't know that she talking to another guy, she start crying, she start calling you all names, being all this craziness, but here it is, you doing it too, but I just don't know about it. How can you actually get yourself upset? Exactly. How can you get that upset on this guy, but you was doing it too?
And it just goes to show you how wicked these women are, because there's such a shortage of men to where how are you even finding somebody else that you're going out and doing that to where there's a men as it is, man. You know, they're either in jail, gay, or smoking for, man. You know what I'm saying? So you find out you got some, you still find it through all that. You still find the side nigga.
They always want to keep their options open. You know what I'm saying?
This is Romans 1 and 26. It says, "For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature."
That's homosexuality. That's a woman call herself a lesbian, you know, a bisexual, laying down with another woman. You know, so this is just these men are doing it, these women are doing it.
Now, actually, that's the spirit you brought that out, because just before I came to camp, I was just put on to tri-couples. They have something called tri-couples now, where it either goes either way, all right? You'll have two dudes and one woman, and all of them mess with each other, or two women and one dude, and all of them mess with each other.
Say that again?
Tri-couple, all right? It's a three-way relationship that either works with two dudes and one girl, so both of the dudes are fucking the girl, and the dudes are fucking each other. So long. And another way is you can have the two women and the one dude. The dude is fucking two girls, and the two girls are with each other. Try a couple, man. Changing the natural use of a woman, man. You know, folly, man.
Yeah, well, they showed the example of that of the Troy remake, man. You know, which they hit you with it out of nowhere, man. Ruined the whole damn series, man. Because he had a boyfriend and a girlfriend at the same time.
Wow. Hey, man, and there's no new thing under the sun, too, because this is all going into women worship. Like how the brother Kalab was just saying, if you see a woman in distress or something like that, you'll have dudes that don't even know her jump out of their car, throw their car in park, get out there and go and help them. And that's the Queen of Heaven spirit. Somebody grab me Acts 19:24 real quick. Yeah, because what? There's no new thing under the sun. We're going to read this account in the book of Rome, in the book of Acts in ancient Rome, all right, because showing that this is wrong all over again. Okay, so read that.
This is Acts chapter 19, verse 24. It says, for a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsmen.
Okay, so you had Demetrius, a silversmith, who was making silver shrines of a woman, Princess Diana. Okay.
It says, verse 25, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, sirs, ye know that by this craft, we have our wealth.
Yeah, they made a lot of money off of it, okay, because there was a lot of women worship going on. Go ahead.
It says, moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia. This Paul have
right. So this was spreading. This is in Ephesus and also throughout all Asia. All right, this whole Princess Diana spirit, woman worship, was spreading all abroad. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick to add, because that was Diana of Ephesians, whom they worship. And that's why when you hear Michael Jackson on some dirty Diana,
right,
giving reference to Diana of Ephesians.
Nice. Yep.
It says, moreover, ye see and hear that not alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul hath persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods,
right,
which are made with hands.
So Paul, like I say, we're doing exactly what Paul is doing. We're doing, you know, we're saying that all these women worship is a false god. It's a philosophy, right, you know, things like that, and rebuking people and getting people to come back to the Lord. Right?
Verse 27, so that not only this our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised,
right,
and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worship.
All right, so here it is. The makers, the Demetrius the silversmith and his counterparts who were creating these things and making a lot of money off of it, they had a problem with what Paul was doing, and all the disciples, you know, going out there and spreading the truth, because you're taking away from their wealth. You know, pretty much like so-called, just like Esau Edom today. Like, you know, you tell people not to worship a woman and this and that and the third. Well, women pretty much fund. Women have all the money. You know, they throw a lot of money into the economy, and you know, if you don't worship the woman, you know, and cater to her ways, you know, that's taking money out of somebody's pocket, right? You know,
It says this is the image right here, Diana of Ephesus.
Right.
That's the image right there. I don't know if the camera can see it. But
Yeah, go.
Yeah, so Paul was saying stop worshiping that image right there, because people were really going crazy over it. Just like dudes are going crazy over women now, man. You got people out there saying that the black woman is God, you know? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you got people out there literally calling the black woman God, man, and worshiping it, and they really believe that. That's that Egyptology thing. It all goes back to ancient Egypt. They practice it in Rome, you know, and it's all here because it's nothing new under the sun. It's right here in America, Babylon the Great. So read on. We're at verse 28.
And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, great is Diana of the Ephesians.
Right. Yeah. Great is Diana of the Ephesians. You know, the black woman is God. You know, the woman is God. Woman worship, man. You know, same thing out here today. You know, that was pretty much. Oh, go ahead. Keep reading.
And the whole city was filled with confusion, and having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companion in travel, they rushed with one accord into the theater.
Yeah, so they were so the people were so offended. When you go out here, that's why people get so mad at us now when we go against the woman, when we tell her that we're above them and things like that. People get angry, people get mad, and in this account, they got mad to the point where they put their hands on the disciples, man. You know, they rushed upon them with one accord, you know?
spiritual.
Yeah, real quick, to land back off of that. It's Jeremiah 7 and 18. In fact, let me start off at verse 16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry nor pray for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough, cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, and that they may provoke me to anger.
Right, laying up offering sacrifices to the Queen of Heaven. It's all the Queen of Heaven spirit. It hasn't gone away. It's been here in the ancient times, and it's here today.
They do that in Catholic Church too.
Oh,
The cakes.
Yeah, the cakes, and those cakes that goes back to Tammuz. It has the cross. It has the cross. It goes back.
Hot cross buns.
Yeah, hot cross buns.
yeah,
Hot cross buns.
yeah.
Right. The cross is Tammuz,
Yeah.
which goes back to Nimrod. You know, which is all ultimately Baal. It's all Satan worship, man. You know, if it's not of Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, it's of Satan.
Yep.
Yeah, all stems from Nimrod, Semiramis, and Tammuz. That's what all of the so-called pagan gods, you know what I'm saying, reincarnated, all represent those three. That's when they talk about the Trinity and all of that bullshit. It all represents Nimrod, Semiramis, Tammuz, all of it. Every one that you want to name throughout the periods of history, it all represents them. I just saw one more to continue with that. It's Jeremiah 44, and the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goes forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem. And then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And when we burned incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her, and to pour out drink offerings unto her without our men?
And you see how the Lord chooses it as a illusion for a short amount of time, and what the Lord started chastising them a little bit, giving them the thing like, wait a minute, we're not worshiping the Queen of Heaven, so we're getting so the Queen of Heaven is jacking us up. You see how the Lord is bad? Yo, the Lord is bad.
Exactly. And that's just like, I know this chick, right? She had went to jail. She would have been potentially going to jail for like accessory to murder and shit like that. And she would have been doing some time. And you know, she believed in the Lord and all that. She wasn't, you know, like heavy on church, but still believed in the Lord. And then all of a sudden she said she was praying to God, and nothing happened. Then she said she started praying to Allah. And then all of a sudden she got out. So now she became Muslim, but this bitch still don't practice nothing other than Muslim rights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just show like how you said, how the Most High choose they delusions.
I'm gonna read that scripture.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 4. I also will choose their delusions, and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and chose that in which I delighted not. You know? That's what it is. And what the scripture you read earlier, it said that they were right in their own eyes what they were doing. You know? That's what it is. When people go according to their heart, what the scriptures say, the heart is deceitful and desperately wicked, man. Who can know it? You know?
So everything that you do is supposed to be led of the Spirit, man. Because we don't know which way we are to go without the Spirit guiding us, man. If we went according to our own spirit, matter of fact, it tells you that in the book of Job, pretty much, right? Real quick. This is Job 33. And start at 14, right? For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. And a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men in the slumbers of their bed, then he openeth the ears and of the instructions that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit and his life from perishing by the sword. So if we went according to our own ways, we're going to pull nothing but death and destruction upon ourselves.
Right.
But going by the way of the Spirit, that's the way of life, man. That's the way we're supposed to go. That's why we can't determine how we should go. The Lord has to determine that, man.
Yeah,
You know?
Pride.
Exactly.
Every man out here in the world got pride, man. You try telling the truth, you'll see the
Yeah.
pride come out.
Yeah. Hey, and just imagine it, right? Like, I think about this, like, all the time, right? Like, say, for instance, you're on the road or whatever. You might be in a rush to get into a certain destination. You know, all of a sudden, the Lord got a little traffic jam happening or whatever. You might get a little frustrated, like, damn, I'm trying to get somewhere. But then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, yo, maybe something about to happen up the road or something. Maybe the Lord keeping me back from that. You know what I'm saying? From me rushing ahead of the traffic, getting into an accident or something else happening. You know what I'm saying?
Or the Lord put hell upon you so that you don't even go in that direction.
Yeah. Divert you to do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you gain, you gain, and you got this and you got that, everything seems to go comfortable, go swell for you. You're gonna go in that direction. But if the Lord harden you, and make you suffer, then you be like, you know what? Nah, I ain't done. I'm good. I'm staying in the house. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't got no money, right?
And this is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
I don't want to understand my own way. I want the Lord to plan it for me. Help me understand that way. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We done tried our own way in the world. Shit ain't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Drug dealer. Shit ain't work. Could have died a million times. Shit ain't work.
Right.
Ain't get no fucking way, but nothing but a fucking headache, man.
If you in the world, being at the time when we was growing up, you know what I'm saying, you always want to make some money, be
Exactly.
like a star or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, your God today will be YouTube. You'll be a YouTuber.
Exactly.
You'll be an official YouTuber with
Word
100,000 views, doing something stupid, talking about your whole life,
Word.
fake relationships, then y'all break up.
Yeah.
All that
Sitting there,
bullshit.
vlogging. Hey, what's up, YouTube?
And then you over there in Las Vegas in the hotel on the balcony. Yeah, you got to see trying to show you on the beach and you see this.
Yeah. I'm trying to stuff for motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you and shit.
Hey, but that's why we said, just go ahead and chip our people, man, because our people are willing to try everything under the sun. They're trying to do everything except for repent, man. So that's why the Lord is going to destroy our people, man. Hey, that's why when we were reading before about men being disciplined, that's exactly why Esau put women in control. Because they're undisciplined, man. They're not going to follow the Lord. They're not going to consider the ways of BaHaSham, Yahawashi.
Job chapter 5 verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that's going into the proud of Esau as well as those that follow after him, man. Saying that do it, that do as thou wilt, spirit, man. I am my own power. It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So now when something happens, like the brother said, you have wisdom, you see it, in the spiritual light. Okay, maybe the Lord stopped me from hurting myself, maybe the Lord stopped me from hurting myself, man. But the counsel of the forward, it said the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So no matter how many setbacks he has, he's going to still push forward into his own destruction. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noon as in the night. It says, but he saved the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. All right? That's like I'm saying, that's what you want to be, man. All right? You want to basically, like Scripture say, the meek shall inherit the earth. All right? The Scriptures don't say that for nothing, man. The Most High is going to put you, all right, in a fucked up situation, all right, so that you can basically lean on him.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll put you through things, and then what? You'll call out and cry to the Lord, and then He deliver it from you. He'll deliver you from that trial and tribulation, and that increases your faith, man.
At the end of the day, it's all about faith. You say it so much, man. Hey, you should know. You should already know. If you watch the elders, the apostles, you watch the brothers, it's all about faith. Most people watch when it's scoffers being entertained.
Entertainment.
Yeah, but they not really taking it upon themselves as gold, as the riches being poured out. Because the scriptures say that knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. These people gonna wish. Hey, Shalom. These people gonna wish that they had this truth in the end. and not just have it, but to be stored in their mind, man, and to be waiting, and then let alone, you know, having their works behind it. Because you can know of this truth, but that don't mean you in the truth. You can know of this. I know the Israelites, y'all been in that back in the 90s, because that's what dudes used to do. I already know that already. They used to be out there in the 90s. Or I know the tribe of Judah. Yeah, I'm the tribe of Judah, yeah. Talking all that, but then you look at it like, you ain't in the truth. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, what's next? Yeah, Yahawashi.
Smoking a black and mild talking about, I know who I am.
Yeah, you're not in the truth. You might know of the truth, but you're not in it. You gotta walk in it, man. You know? So, hey,
a little more. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth from mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. You know, and that's really what we out here to do, man. To chastise the people and those that basically we out there for the elect, man. So as Ezekiel 9:4 says, set a mark upon them that sigh and cry. All right. So the people that's marking saying, you know, where's the love? Hey, like brother said, go ahead. Most High gonna have to go ahead and chip them, man, because obviously they're not getting the point, man. All right, but we of the hopeful elect, we the Lord's women, we gonna cry out when we see the bullshit happening, man.
Hey, you know, Most High search like he did scriptures where he said, search Jerusalem with candles to see who's in the truth. He will only find the elect. None of the rest of Israel, to be honest, they not even Israelites to the Lord. They Gentiles, they heathens. We're the real Israelites. We know that they're Israelites. You're an Israelite from the city of Father, but if you're not walking in the ways of the Lord cast all of us out at one point and called us Gentiles, called us heathens. So that's letting me know what I look at you like. I don't look at you as mine. I look at you as one of them. That's what you acting like. You know, you disobeyed me. But now we're in a time where the Lord is truly calling his people back, and it's starting with the elect. The Lord is truly calling us back. You know? So you gotta repent, man. You gotta get right with the Lord before the Lord close the doors of repentance, man. Right. You know, hey, you can't say the Lord ain't show no signs. There's plenty of signs, and before this place go out, it's gonna be going out in a dramatic fashion, man. You know, all right.
Shalom.
Hey, the way that this place is gonna go out, and the way that the stress that these people gonna go through. Hey, I can't even speak of the words, the way that these people gonna go through, man. The vexation that you're gonna have, man. You know, here it is, we was talking about the black woman earlier, talking about these niggas, but when the Lord brings Jacob's trouble, that's it, man. That's it. You're gonna go through so much vexation. You're gonna be destroyed in a fashion where you think you shouldn't be destroyed like that. That's when you're gonna know they gonna say God doing this, yo. You ain't gonna say, damn, that was Satan, yo. Damn. You gonna say the Most High is doing this. The way 2/3 is gonna die is gonna be in a way where they feel like what they couldn't possibly have done something to deserve that type of judgment, man. Because the Lord is coming rough, man. You know? So with that, we want to give all praises to Yahawah,
BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
We want to give double honors to our apostles and elders of GreatMillStone. Salutations to all the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom.
Shalom.